In the long history of the world, only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger.
The eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of liberty-loving people everywhere march with you.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
You and I know and do not believe that life is so dear and peace so sweet as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery.
77 years ago, our fathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice,
in the course of human events, it becomes necessary
provide for the common
one
defense,
people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them.
A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation.
I do not shrink from this responsibility. I welcome it.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
I have a dream. One day, this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream.
The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it. And the glow from that fire can truly light the world.
188 years ago this week, a small band of valiant men began a long struggle for freedom. They pledged their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred arms.
You and I have the courage to say to our enemies, there is a price we will not pay. There is a point beyond which they must not advance.
Freedom and fear, justice and cruelty have always been at war. And we know that God is not neutral between them.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
The world will little note nor long remember what we say, but it can never forget what they did here.
But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
We will not tire, we will not falter, and we will not fail.
Give me liberty or give me death. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
The work goes on, the cause endures, the hope still lives, and the dream shall never die.
While I live, let me have a country. A free country.
I've spoken of the shining city all my political life, but I don't know if I ever quite communicated what I saw when I said it. But in my mind, it was a tall, proud city built on rocks stronger than oceans, windswept, God-blessed, and teeming with people of all kinds living in harmony and peace. A city with free ports that hummed with commerce and creativity. And if there had to be city walls, the walls had doors, and the doors were open to anyone with the will and the heart to get there. That's how I saw it and see it still. But more than that, after 200 years, 2 centuries, she still stands strong and true on the granite ridge, and her glow is held steady, no matter what storm.
All right, everybody. Welcome. Happy 4th of July. El Sancho is back, motherfuckers. How is everybody doing? The biggest question of the night that I have for everybody. Here it is. Question of the night. What makes you proud to be an American? Feel free to hop on panel. Welcome to the show. And NJ Diver, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome back to El Sancho Late Night.
Good evening, sir.
So you are the first one to line up, and we're going to ask you the question flat out. Sancho, question of the night. What makes you proud to be an American?
Well, basically the good things that this country has done for both itself and the world. Somewhat ashamed of some of the things we've done, but then again, like everything else on this planet that humans encounter and or endeavor to do, there are mistakes that are made. So we all just have to live with it.
I think I hear Michael Malloy in the background.
Yeah, I was or still am on his panel as well.
Oh, you're on 2 different panels at once?
Not for long.
This is fancy. I didn't even know you could do that. What if I do that with Michael Malloy right now? Would that be funny? If I'm hosting the show and I'm on his show at once? Problem with that is he'd want me on for like 20 minutes, so I don't want to do that. Sasquatch.
What's up?
How are you?
Outstanding.
All right, question of the night for you. What makes you proud to be an American?
What makes me proud to be an American? Well, that little spiel you had on here is making me feel all kinds of patriotic. That's for damn sure.
Well, I'm glad I'm making you warm and fuzzy inside. Big shout out to D-Ban. D-Ban has sent a whole bunch of awesome people. Big shout out to D-Ban. Awesome D-Ban. Love her show. Harry Ball. Okay, wait. You got to answer the question, Sasquatch. Question of the night. What makes you proud to be an American?
Well, the freedoms that we have that people seem to take for granted. I'm still proud of them.
All right. Harry Balls, what makes you proud to be an American?
That's a tough question. I think everything we stand for.
It took me 4 fucking days to come up with it. Of course it's a tough question.
Yeah, I think it's what we stand for. What we do for people, what we do for other countries, what we do for each other.
Elaborate.
Outside all the bullshit going on.
Elaborate. How hairy are you? Elaborate on that.
I'm not quite Sasquatch.
Okay. Well, what does our country do for us? What are we talking about here?
Contrary to what all these fraudsters claim about tyrants and bullies, we're free.
Mr. DFK, what makes you proud to be an American? Look at that guy. Look how badass he looks right now with that cigarette just dangling out of his fucking mouth.
Good, Sancho.
I don't want to see your lap. I want to see what you just showed, that fucking Americana look you just had with that cigarette dangling out of your mouth looking like a proud American.
It better be a Marlboro.
All you need's a blowjob and you're ready to go.
It's a fucking Camel. I'd fly 7,000 miles to smoke a fucking Camel.
What makes you proud to be an American?
Supposedly the freedoms we have, but here with all this COVID shit, I do not remember my fucking Constitution, including a pandemic clause. And now you got to wear fucking masks to go in a fucking store? Are you fucking kidding me?
Have you looked
That's
at your
bullshit.
local statutes yet?
I'm sorry, what?
It's not the Constitution that's doing it to you. It's your local politicians. They're the ones that pass the health laws.
Yeah, and it's bullshit.
Look at all the businesses right now that are
I'm
selling
on my
masks.
phone, so no, I don't know how to get back to like see the panel. I can just see camera. Trying to figure out my camera. But how do I get back to the panel where I see everybody else? I don't even know who's here.
I have my camera on.
Try and get back out of that. If I lose, y'all jump back in.
I'm just uncomfortable with you crossing your legs. Thank you. I did not boot him. I just think his legs crossed was a little creepy, but I could hang out with it. But let's talk about the COVID that he just brought up, and he'll probably hop back on. Do we think this pandemic is taking away any of our rights as an American? If so, why? Let's start with Sasquatch, then we're going to go to NJ.
Yeah, they are, but I believe it's necessary because people for right now, and it sucks that I have to say it that way, but there's some people that don't believe that this shit's fucking real, and I believe it is, and I'm staying at home. When I go out, I wear a mask. I mean, it's not that big an imposition.
It's not
to
that
wear
much.
a mask. I mean, yeah. I mean, and I'm not. I know I don't have it, but I don't want to catch it because I'm in a high priority group. And if I did have it and I was just a carrier, I wouldn't wish it on anybody anyways. So, fuck, I'll wear a mask.
Yeah, I'd like you to post that over into the chat in your YouTube, if you would.
I got to make you a mod, my guy.
Yeah, but that is a listing of all 50 states.
Oh, wait a minute. We got a history. This is the most people I've had on a panel at once, everybody. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
The other side of it is you're allowed 10 now.
Sorry. How many do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 6. I'm okay with 6. I don't know if I can handle 9
4 more,
motherfuckers.
supposedly.
Hey, Sancho, you counting yourself in that 6?
I am. I do matter.
Oh, listen. You always got to count yourself, brother. You always got to count yourself because you fucking matter.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm literally pointing at every one of you. It's 5, and me it's 6.
Oh, great job on the CFW expose. That was pretty funny.
The one that I just did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it bothers me. The one expose with her that I can't do that I wish I could do is when she keeps going on fucking live stream stating that I asked her 20 questions when I first met her. Then it goes down to 8 fucking questions. And I can't get that live stream from Patrick because he privated it. So I can't even grab the questions. I asked 3 legitimate questions, legitimate journalistic questions that she just went ape shit over.
How the hell did you even get to ask him?
I barely got 3 in.
That's what amazes me.
I got 3 in.
She won't shut the fuck up long enough to hear any questions.
You guys.
Hey, Sancho, can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
Do you know why I love your panel?
Sure.
Oh, you do? Tell me. Why do I love your panel?
Freedom over feelings? Or the other way around? I don't know what the fuck it is anymore. I did a video on that and I still lost fucking track of it.
I love your panel because it's douchebag Abrams free.
Yeah.
And then he is flooded with Abrams, and Abrams has control. He's got control of News Now 702. And they're both trying to play it off like he's taking control. It's like, no, you had to give him information. So you're using him to build your ratings, to build your views. I get that. You want to get monetized, more than what you already are if you are. But you don't play that shit. And that's what I love and respect about you most. You're basically like, fuck you. This is my channel. Ain't nobody in control but me.
Lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf,
right, brother.
I'm a lone wolf, my guy. You know, my song "Where Have All the Cowboys Gone." I'm a fucking cowboy, and I'm okay with being a motherfucking cowboy.
Hey, do you know what the NFL?
I've ridden fucking horses on these panels before, and don't tempt me. I'll get on one right now and ride a fucking horse.
Do you know what the NFL and Brokeback Mountain have in common?
Hold on, I have a funny Josh Abrams story. Are you guys ready for it?
Can I say something quick before you talked about the Josh Abrams?
I love your accent.
I'm from Boston. I fucking can't stand Josh Abrams.
If Josh Abrams or NNE is listening, or News Now 702, if they're like fucking trolling in the background, I'll go on record and say fuck Josh Abrams also.
DFK, you're talking over my guy over here.
I'm sorry.
Come on, my guy. We just started. We just started. You're going to get your punches in. You got to calm down. All right? Joshua Abrams, please finish what you were saying.
I can't stand Josh Abrams? I cannot wait till he goes back behind bars for his armed robbery case. I never had so much hate for a kid in my life for what he does to people.
So
I love that you call him out, Sancho.
I need to. I have to. I crave it. I need it.
Angers me.
Well, I gave him a fucking chance. I was friendly with him for a couple weeks. We talked on the phone, Facebook. We did karaoke. I gave him a shot to not fuck me over directly.
He fucks everybody over.
And that's when it's a problem.
Yeah.
When I get fucked over, I fucking fuck. So
Josh Abrams only cares about Josh Abrams.
Let's talk about. So Josh Abrams does the other show.
Josh Abrams is a narcissistic motherfucker.
All right.
And he believes in the First Amendment as long as you agree with him.
Hold it in like a hole.
Sorry.
It's like a fart right now with like COVID-19. You can't cough. I smoke cigars and I cough, and it's like the worst thing in the world because everyone looks at me like I'm diseased. So he does his show last night, gets off. Within 5 minutes of getting off the show, I get an email from Josh Abrams out of the blue. I haven't heard from this fucker in weeks, ever since I left that other channel. Greg Jones is his title. I don't know what you're up to, nor do I care. Greg reaches out to me daily. I have all the texts and emails I have asked him for no money. In fact, the last email I got from him in the past few days, and whenever he makes a donation, there's a personal message attached to it and all saved. I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. I have no fucking idea what he's talking about. So I send him an email back, like instant, like literally like a minute later, because I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, I've done multiple videos on this cocksucking cunt, and none of it is not. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. So I send the email a minute later, my guy, bitch tits. What the fuck you talking about? So then he responds, fake fuck. One of my subs was reached out to you, harassing him and giving him shit for donating to me. I was just told about this by him. So I was telling you, I don't know what you're trying to do, but it's dumb, as if your garbage show continued to be fake. Have you guys noticed every video I do at the end of it is like a TV noise shutting up? Have you noticed Josh's videos now lately have a TV noise at the beginning of his videos? Yeah, me too. So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. So I go, I have no idea what you're talking about, you piece of shit. I responded like literally a minute later. I'm getting punctual and shit. So I go, send me proof or suck Bennett's dick. Bennett doesn't have COVID, so I can say that and not feel bad. Send me proof or suck Bennett's dick. So I email him back, you better be sucking Bennett off, you dumb fuck. This is what this is what Josh Abrams fell for. A sock account. An El Sancho sock account. I went on Michael Malloy and debuted that El Sancho sauce last night. Somebody, my sock account, whatever they, not sock account, my troll account, post on my video. Did he lie about his dad having COVID-19 just to get money from people? One subscriber we learned.
Of course he did.
Has sent Josh over $700. Absolutely awful to lie about COVID. And so Josh thought that was me. DFK, can you go off mute, my guy? Come on. You've been on how many fucking live panels and you're having conversations? Jesus Christ. So I go, Josh, did you really write this to stir shit up to contact me? This is fucking dumb. Either I don't know what's going on because like this troll account loves me. He loves me. I don't know how to react. I blocked him, and then I unblocked him, and I see his comment, and Josh thought that was real. That's fucking hilarious. How stupid can you be? He's writing on my own channel. How stupid can you be?
He is fucking stupid.
He runs a cult.
Well, people follow him. They
it's
look
a
up to
fucking cult.
Yeah.
Anyone see Josh Abrams on the Judge Mathis show yet last year?
Yeah, we saw that with his ex-girlfriend.
I played
the one where he lied and took donations looking for airfare and hotel when he already had it for free.
Everything was paid
Scumbag.
for.
Everything was paid
Anything
for.
that happens outside
So I
of this?
called him out on News New England one night. He just deflects and deflects. He's a fucking liar. He's a thief.
Rod, are you on mute on purpose? Because I didn't mute you.
Holy crap, you really got...
No, I just didn't want any background noise.
Say that again?
No, I just didn't want any background noise. I'm banging around over here.
Banging around over here. So what makes you a proud American, Rod Dog?
You're going to put me on the spot like that, huh?
What makes you proud to be an American?
Got to eat hot dogs today.
I got to eat hot dogs today and hamburgers on the grill.
Yep.
Oh, newsflash! You can eat hot dogs every day of the week.
American.
If that's what you like. You can eat them every day.
No shit. How come nobody told me?
How do you like your hot dogs, DFK?
Oh, I like mine on the grill with a little bit of black in them. That black adds a lot of flavor.
A little bit of black wiener does add a lot of flavor. Is there any like toppings you like on it? Like, do you enjoy like toasted buns like I do?
Maybe a little bit toasted, but with mustard and onion, absolutely. Yeah. Oh my god.
No answer.
I fuck with that. I fuck with the what's it? Salt. What is it? The celery salt. Celery salt.
Yes, celery salt.
Why are you and I, DFK, the only two who have our cameras on? What the fuck is going on here? I'm getting worried about these guys.
I'm right here.
I'm getting worried about
the fireworks
guys.
show if they're going to, and that's what I'm looking out over.
All right, you're good. You're good.
Sauerkraut,
that's what
man.
I'm looking over, and
Yeah,
I should see a whole bunch of them once night falls.
Does anyone like chili
somebody's
dogs?
breaking into a car.
Oh, I got a call coming in. Hold on.
All right, DFK. I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna kick you back until you answer the call. I'm gonna kick you back until you answer the call. If you can give me a thumbs up, I'll let you back on, my guy. I'll let you back on if you give me a thumbs up, my guy. So, are you guys all for fireworks, or are you like me, someone who really likes animals? And it's a very stressful couple nights for dogs and cats, and
like still going off here.
Sucks.
The problem is they've been doing it for about a month now. Like, come on now.
When's the pullout point? Like, when do you get it? Like, okay, guys, it's like July 15th, motherfucker. What are we doing?
Hey, my lizard could give two fucks about the fireworks. He's in there. He's sleeping right now underneath the heat lamp.
It's a lizard, though, my guy.
I'm patting my lizard right now.
Dogs and
cats.
cats.
Not that lizard.
Sasha Crane, come on panel. I miss you. Welcome back, Sasha Crane. My two beagles, hello. Tara dicks off, hello. Blue eyes, hello.
Laundry.
Someone's got to do laundry. Who's got to do fucking laundry? Who is it? I didn't see who pulsated.
Hey, just guess who just went live?
Who? Yeah.
Accountability for all.
Yeah. Did you know? Oh, wait a minute. I got to show that email as well. This is funny.
He's such a fucking cunt.
Well, he feels threatened by a new YouTuber. I don't know why. It's very weird.
Hey, where is this video from the security guard that he was supposedly to put up?
Well, that's why we stopped talking, because it doesn't exist.
That's why, because he's a fucking liar.
It doesn't exist, and everybody on that show,
it doesn't.
They all agreed with me that it was bullshit, and like never again, and then like, the next day they were fucking like nothing ever happened.
No, he likes the views. That's all he's about is views, Josh.
Yeah, but listen, you gotta be a really fucked up guy when this is shown. Like,
it's about the clicks and the views.
My guy, when you
that's all Josh wants.
My guy, when you lose again for the second week in a row to a racist, we got a fucking problem.
48 was that 48%?
48%.
He's a piece of shit. We all know he is. Fuck him.
Oh. He lost to Glenn Serio, a racist. Sasha Train, welcome. Wow, this is eight people now. This is awesome.
What's up?
Woo woo.
I can be like that other guy and just sit back and relax while everyone else does the work. Look at this poll, Sasha. What do you think about this?
Don't forget the panties on the head.
And yeah, I gotta put the panties in the head and get it like an air machine. What does everybody think about this poll? Piece of shit of the week for 2 weeks in a row. Last week it was Masshole and me. Now it's Glenn, Masshole, and him. And he's lost for the second consecutive week. This time he lost to a fucking racist.
Josh just wants attention. That's all Josh wants.
Is it wrong to ask what's worse than a racist? I mean, there's a couple things, but does Josh fit that category?
He's live right now, running his mouth about some dumb shit.
Yeah. He's promoting the other show because the other show is, air quotes, competing with me. There's no competition. I'm a month and a half old. I'm a baby YouTube channel. I'm trying to scratch and claw for every subscriber and view. I'm not going to go up against a 46,000 subscriber channel. That's fucking stupid. Why would I do that?
Well, I mean, as I've always said, he's not the brightest crayon in the box, is he?
I will tell you, Sasha, you were a part of that stream as well. I got called a predator for interviewing those predator groups.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I fucking did. Check my channel on it. Yeah.
That's what happens when you speak out about it. You become a pedophile and a pedophile.
I think he buys subs.
Yeah, well, the 46,000, yeah. Because listen, because if
Masshole actually looked into that, and it doesn't appear that he buys subs.
Right.
I think most people following him see him fail.
This is a crazy fucking poll. I mean, this is. I don't see how.
I like the people that follow Glenn. They like to see him get fucked up.
Here's the bad part about this. He did this poll a couple days ago. What did he do? Like a day ago or something?
Can y'all hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. I can hear you fine. Hello. So he does this poll, then he does that live feed where he's bashing Glenn and all that shit to try to make sure that Glenn wins this poll, and he still fucking beats Glenn in the poll.
Maybe he should just change the thing to who is the biggest piece of shit auditor on YouTube.
I would ask you what will make you a proud American.
That I'm not there?
What was that? Someone just wished. I would ask you what makes you a proud American, but you're not an American.
No, I'm saying that I'm not there.
Right. Could I
At the
ask that
moment.
to Sasha Crane? What makes you a proud American?
Absolutely nothing.
What?
Preach on.
You're not a proud American?
Nope, I'm just another person living in the United States. I mean,
look at that. 8 people. 8 people.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
All right, cool. What I said before I got booted was I think people follow Josh to watch him fail and get fucked up. No one likes him.
Well, it's always strong on Saturdays because they know I go live on Saturdays. Because I haven't went live in like a couple days. I've been doing videos all week.
There have been great videos all week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Sancho. I appreciate the way you're calling him out.
Yeah, I've been sprayed in multiple directions, my guy.
I wanted to go to that other channel and tell Josh that he's a douchebag, but I guess I got
You
banned.
can't. He'll ban you. You say something bad about him.
I already am.
He'll ban you.
His feelings are more important than freedom. Morgie, I almost put you in my video today.
Well, what did I do?
Well, every time you popped up on that fucking channel, Josh would yell for you to be, thrown off.
Oh, yeah.
His feelings were more important than your freedom of speech.
Oh, well, you see, he'll then say that I'm not American, so it doesn't
Morgan, your mic's fucked up.
Yeah, your mic's a little fucked up.
How's that?
Anyone that challenges Josh is a threat to him, so he can't handle it. They're not like we're not like his show.
I got you on mute until you figure that out. Oh, I got headphones on, my girl. Ow.
Wow, that hurt.
Oh, it's like someone spit in my ear.
My neighbors are doing the grand finale. I got to get out there and watch it.
Put your camera on. Let's film it, my guy.
I'm not carrying my big ass home computer outside.
Oh, you're on a computer, not on your cell phone. Well, you can come on your cell phone.
Hey, Morgan, try leaving and coming back in because we can't hear you at all.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I'm glad fireworks are done over here.
Yeah, they're never done, sadly. It takes a couple weeks for them to die off around me.
Just make sure your puppies and your pussycats are all
Yeah, we blast it. Like, what I do is we blast air conditioners and, like, music. Like, good, happy music. Like, like Mozart, like piano shit. They keep them calm. Like CBD chews don't hurt either. Just because we know it's a problem.
One of my dogs was fine, but one of the birds, she completely freaked out. And the other bird was just kind of like, oh, it's a loud boom. So then he just started making the fire alarm noise.
Well, I preface, if you have a neighbor who's a fucking cocksucker who lights off fireworks in their yard like I do, it's a problem, It's like bombs over Baghdad,
Whoa.
See?
Yeah, that's at my house.
Wow, that's loud.
I live on a golf course.
That was danger close.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting because, the main fireworks has been cancelled to find out how many firework-related injuries there will be after tonight.
Can anyone hear Morgie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just heard her. I heard her fine.
That was me again.
If you keep having them, film the sky, and we can now put you in big screen, see some fireworks. That's all we need tonight is some real fireworks.
So, Sancho, I got a question.
Sure.
And I'm trying to catch up, but I take it you and News New England aren't like best of friends anymore?
No.
So what happened?
Well,
he's too busy licking Abrams' balls. That's
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could have told the world that fucking.
Well, you see, my big thing is like you've done that, but we've had this discussion about I need to see with my own eyes. I need you to fuck me over in order for me not to like you. That's the way I go about life. That's just the way I am. I give everybody a chance until they fuck me over, and There was a security guard video that he did that was a complete and utter lie. It was race baiting for this guy to get jumped, who was a security guard. He said he was a racist. He said he was fired. Long story short, something in me said that I should call the company because I don't think the guy got fired. A part of me thought like he maybe should be suspended because he was kind of rude. But like looking back at it and knowing that that was a predetermined stunt that they did on purpose to go after the guy,
of course they did. They surrounded his car.
They started off to show cameras. Are you ready? Like that's how they started it off. So I was utterly looking forward to the truth, and I called, and the company had no idea about the video. They called me back looking for the direct link. They got it. They were stunned. They were stunned that they were called a racist. They were stunned that they said their employee got fired. And I called Josh and gave him the chance to fix it, and he edited it, didn't fix it, and left it up there that he got fired. And then Brian and everybody, 702, you name it, all agreed with me that this is bullshit. Josh is telling everyone there's a video that he's going to produce that's going to provide proof. Never did the video. And I did a whole show for 4 hours, like doing like a 10 count, waiting for him to provide the video. And everybody, Brian, and Arcade Chick, 702, everybody absolutely and utterly agreed with me. And then like literally Brian goes, I can't make him a mod no more because he lacks integrity. Then the next night, Josh comes on and goes, oh, why did you not make me a mod? He goes, oh, because you didn't make me a mod on your channel. You took my wrench away. And I'm like, these two were fucking. These two were fucking. And then I jumped on and confronted Brian and said that he's like different. And then I looked at Josh and I go, where's the surveillance? And then he offered a boxing fight. And who are you? You don't work on my time. I played the audio for the same 24 hours. And Brian got mad at me because I booted Josh because he kept talking over me, but Brian let Josh talk over me with no problem. So he got mad. He goes, you and I are going to have a fight backstage. I'm like, dude.
That was June 17th when he was supposedly coming back. He wanted
to. He wasn't even in the state, my guy. He was still in Indianapolis. So that was interesting. We may have a special guest tonight, too, by the way. I don't know for sure. We'll see. But long story short, Brian wanted it dropped. I uploaded a video that exposed Josh, and Brian didn't put it up. And Brian wanted us to move on from the Josh thing, and I put a lot of time and energy into that whole fucking thing. And long story short, I have morals and integrity, and Brian doesn't.
Of course, he wanted it moved on because he don't want nobody to talk bad about his.
That's right. I want you to forget about it.
He don't. What I've noticed about Brian is you could literally put. I'm just gonna try to use an expression here. You could put a fucking rattlesnake in front of Brian and say, Brian, that rattlesnake's gonna bite you, and Josh say, that rattlesnake ain't gonna bite you, Brian, and then Brian's gonna reach out and grab the fucking rattlesnake.
Yep.
Well, it's kind of
I have to disagree with you, Sancho.
It's kind of a fuck me, fuck you kind of deal. He wants 1,000 subscribers so bad, but he's not realizing like the whole karaoke thing. I'm sorry, that's my fault. I started karaoke on that channel, and it got content stricken, like copyright stricken, so much that I didn't want to do it anymore. And he's doing it every fucking night because his channel is going to get shut down because it continually gets copyright stricken.
Well, let it, and I'm gonna go report it for copyright.
Like
Sancho, I have to disagree with you something.
Please do.
Well, you incorrectly stated that they were fucking. All I heard was Josh likes to watch.
Right.
So I don't know if they're actually.
Josh like a cock.
Even on the Judge Mathis show, he almost kind of admitted that.
That he likes the dildo?
That too, but he likes to watch.
Well,
I think that's all he can do.
On the Judge Mathis show is funny because everything they accuse that guy of is what Josh is into.
Absolutely.
Yes.
What did y'all see? Did y'all see Brian let Josh eat an art chick in the on his live last night?
I seen part of the end of that where I guess she threw a tantrum or something. Anarchy
Used the
did.
fuck out of her, and Brian just stood there and let it happen. And
Yeah, she was crying, and
he's made 2 women cry in the past week, Josh. 2 women
over a mushroom.
But this is my thing. This is my thing about it. If I'm like, okay, I run pages on Facebook. If you come on any of my pages and attack any of my admins, I'm sorry, you're gone. Like, that's just the way I feel about it.
And Josh
here's the
continues to
problem.
attack her.
Josh runs that show now. He has the
Absolutely
same.
does.
He has the same administrative powers that I have. That I actually had up until a week ago. I could have fucked that whole channel up, but I have integrity. Like the guy went to the hospital. I played a part in that. I don't want to continually. You know what I'm saying? The guy did a live stream for 15 minutes saying that I called someone a bitch when I never did. Yet he allows all this shit with Shelly, he allows all this shit with 702, and what the fuck?
For whatever reason, he likes riding Josh's dick and No Name's dick.
Fucking No Name's an idiot.
No Name's to blame for all of this.
Well, I don't fucking like 702. When I told that bitch to her face, I don't
No
like
Name.
her. I call her a bitch.
You guys got to realize, Brian is obsessed with Josh because his analogy is this, and I can play the video, it's hilarious. When I had trouble, nobody came to my honor. I wrote James Freeman, Rice Krispies, I wrote everybody. And Josh Abrams the next day showed up. That's literally, he expected Josh Freeman, Johnny 5-0, Rice Krispies to fly to bumfuck Maine to help him out. Who the fuck does he think he is? And you know who's the blame? You know who's the fucking blame? No Name. No Name drove him to bumfuck Maine, so we gotta blame him for this whole fucking shit.
No
Yeah.
Name.
What is Game Over talking about? Ricardo's going to win court against Josh. Ricardo who, Luna?
He fucking emailed me, Ricardo Luna. And I asked him to provide me fucking proof or something, and he didn't give me shit, so I moved on. If you don't give me meat and potatoes, there's nothing I'm going to talk about.
Did something happen in Vegas with Ricardo Luna?
Apparently, I think and listen, Ricardo, but the link's in the fucking chat. I know you're listening. Hop on, my guy. I think the whole Ricardo pointing ribs thing might be what's the problem, because Josh for like 15 times played an ad about like Ricardo's pointing ribs, and it showed Ricardo's face. That might be why. I don't know. The guy won't fucking tell me, but he wants to talk to me. But he won't tell me anything.
Have y'all ever heard Josh tell the rib story?
Yes. That he walked in with Ricardo Luna was eating ribs, watching porn. Yeah, that's why it's the story. Yeah. But what the fuck? Hold on. I'm calling someone right now. We have a special guest. Hold on, guys.
Never scam you guys.
The cake?
Scam anyone, but I mean, you guys especially, you guys are supporters. You know, and it's just so crazy how, you know,
Hot toe truck girl, yeah.
Really?
Asking for donations came to this. I mean,
There you go.
800?
Wow, she just couldn't. You realize that dumb fuckwit, that Mud Cricket left all those videos up still of her begging for money and all that, knowing that she stole money? You know there's going to be a dumb fuckwit like 6 months, 7 months after the video donating because they saw the video.
What's the hottest piece of ass he's ever had? Of course he's going to leave it up.
Yep. Hey, whatever happened to Jamie when he was hanging out with her?
I don't know
Now
why
he's
you
not
are
around.
you comparing hottest pieces of ass to Jamie?
No. Why isn't Josh hanging out with Jamie anymore? She figured him out.
Sancho might have played a part in that, by the way.
Really?
Because the first time I talked to the both of them, I asked the question, and I said, Josh, you two had a very heated rivalry. All of the videos of you bashing her are still up. Why? And he says this bullshit excuse. Well, I didn't know they were up. They're up. I didn't know that. Well, if she wants me to take them down, I will. And then she goes awkwardly, well, all my videos bashing you are gone. So, I don't know.
Well, she hooked up with that guy in Vegas that they were out there with.
Yeah. I actually asked a question on a different panel, and I'm sorry that this is going to be offensive, but are there any female auditors or advocates who are a piece of ass?
The only one that I knew was Hot Tow Truck Girl, but she was stupid.
She was just given the camera and said to talk.
Yeah.
Well, she was just a junkie looking for money and looking for easy money. She found Josh.
Doesn't this movement need sex appeal?
It's all a matter of personal taste.
Doesn't all movements need sex appeal? Find me one. Find me an attractive
Come
auditor.
on. Hey, Sancho, I sent you a picture of a hot piece of ass this week.
Where?
In Discord.
I'm not on Discord.
Yes, you are.
I'm not on Discord.
On Masshole?
Yeah, I'm not on Discord.
There must be another fake El Sancho on there then.
I left the other day.
Oh, okay. So, what about Free Potato's latest
Hold
drama
on.
bullshit last
Beauty
night?
Queen, hold on a second. Unblock, yeah. You want me to unblock you when you fucking asked to see a photo of my dead dog with tears on my face, you fucking schmuck. I have every right to say that about that person after what she said about me. I have a lifetime right to be mean to that person. Do I not?
You can be mean to her, but unblock her so we can pick on her.
No, she's over here because she got slapped around like a fucking spousal abuse victim over there for the 15th time, and she's finally officially done for about a day or two until she goes back over there and does her fucking karaoke. What did you mention about like furry potato?
That bullshit yesterday on his video.
Don't know what happened. Can you explain?
Oh, it's fucking bad. For whatever reason, he's now harassing just civilians sitting on their front porch, eating dinner, and just stands there and videotapes them. So naturally, that makes people uneasy, and they confronted him. Well, the one guy took a punch at him, and actually two guys took a punch at him. Furry sprays him with a OC, and the one guy runs in the house, grabs a baseball bat, and they called the cops. And the two guys that Furry was videotaping, they both got arrested.
Is Furry in the frauder department?
I hate fucking furry potatoes. I hate that motherfucker.
I look into her.
Long time.
Furry's beyond frauditor. I don't know what his game is. It went from doing synagogues to Chinese churches to now just walking through neighborhoods fucking with people.
Are you aware of his history with
Being a prostitute?
The investigator that his wife's a lawyer.
So there really is a Mrs. Furry Potato that's real?
The two of them, yeah.
Wow. I just think it's fucked up getting civilians arrested for your own shits and giggles.
Hey, Dre Wraith, welcome from Maine.
Furry is like the biggest piece of shit on the internet,
by far.
other than Glenn Syria.
Elaborate.
Elaborate?
I love your opinions. Elaborate.
I mean, Furry legit just sits and harasses people with the fucking camera, and he says, "Because I can, it's my freedom of speech. I can record." Okay, just because you can, like. But then what I find funny is, I haven't been around for like a month, so they went to the guy. Oh god, I'm gonna fuck up names. They went to another auditor's house and fucking he busted their cameras all up and shit.
CFW or CCW?
CCW.
Yeah, but they had lined his fence line with like Furry for president or some shit like that, like just agnetizing him to react, and they got the reaction out of him, and all that's all they're all Furry's looking for is a lawsuit. That's all
Yes.
Furry wants is a lawsuit. He wants to sue everybody.
Yep.
I
Are
mean,
you aware
if
what
I
he
was
did to? Are you aware what he did to Felipe Hemming?
No.
no,
Stood outside his house with Chauncey.
Really?
Yep.
That fireworks and CFW. What's better to look at? Look at this.
If we're looking at a fucking train wreck.
Now there's a hot auditor.
Yeah. Where the fuck is Pat Seguin? I need Pat Seguin on this panel. Pat Seguin, I'm on Lady Di's panel trying to mac the Lady Di. Don't fucking judge me, all right? And long story short, Pat Seguin goes to CFW because CFW offers me a pro olive, which NJ Diver, would you consider a pro olive an olive branch?
I didn't quite understand what you're saying.
Would you consider a pro olive an olive branch?
I don't get the context.
Okay. Well, that's how she speaks.
I want to
so
give her Pearl something.
I'm just trying to translate her language.
Oh
So-
yeah. Yeah, but the only thing she'll understand is the pearl necklace.
And then Pat Seguin goes, asked, if I'm in love with her. Like, what the fuck? Are you cray-cray, Pat Seguin?
Did my joke just go underneath you?
The pearl necklace.
Yeah,
You gotta realize she does a video whenever I say something wrong about her. Doesn't matter if you seven motherfuckers say
yeah,
anything
but
wrong.
I'm talking the ZZ Top type of pearl necklace,
Right.
porn type.
Yeah, the whole spraying thing.
Yeah.
Well, did you listen to my interview with the porn actor?
No.
He's a sprayer, probably.
Yeah, I've been out of it. I was visiting family last week, so
Yeah, he did. He did what's called the reverse gangbang, where he had sex with 101 women in one day.
That hurts.
yeah. Well, I'll pull a Clinton on you. Define sex.
And then here's the funny part. I 101 at once. Like, I said at once, and then someone in the chat goes, Sancho, he doesn't have 100 dicks to fuck 101 women at once. I thought that was the funniest comment I've gotten on my young YouTube channel.
But the best you could do is 5 at once.
I don't know what you do, NJ, but more props to you, man. I don't know how the fuck that's possible.
You got 2 arms, 2 legs, or I should say 2 hands, 2 feet, 1 in the middle, and your mouth.
So I just want to do a PSA to everybody. If you're ever doing a live stream, do not live stream like CFW live streams. Do not do that.
It's all clicks and views. She admits it, and
No,
is
she doesn't.
blatant about it.
She's not good at admitting stuff. She's not good
She
at it.
does the clicks and views in every one of her recent videos.
Right. So,
Hey,
Sancho, read Game Over's comment.
Yeah, I'm about to say, look at Game Over's comment.
Josh and Jamie, they scam Ricardo Luna for money. On Sancho, you should talk to Ricardo Luna. Ricardo. Is Ricardo Luna? He emailed me. Got everything recorded. Well, listen, you got to give me something. He said he can't talk about it because it's a court case. It's going to be a legal matter, and he can't say shit. So if he can't say shit, he can't say shit. Look at her. Look at her as of 2 hours ago driving without her fucking seatbelt on. And she went off on me for calling her out on the seatbelt. Look at those. Oh, I got to put my seatbelt on. Oh. Look at this. It gets worse, guys. Carry on.
I don't understand why Ricardo Luna jumped on Glenn Serio's train so quick.
Views. Look at the subscribers he had. He had a lot of subscribers. That's all people give a shit about.
Who, Glenn?
Yeah. Doesn't he have a lot of subscribers?
Yeah.
See? That's the fucking bait right there. Listen,
Yeah, but fucking
there's cults. There's cults in this community. And people are attracted by subscriber count. That's what they give a shit about. They think, oh, you must be doing something right. I'm going to believe and trust everything you fucking say. Everything.
Cult of Personality.
Exactly.
Good song.
Now look, she's fucking doing her makeup while she's on a live stream tonight driving. Look at this.
Where's
Look
the
at
trowel?
this. Look at this. Where's the what?
Trowel. Masonry tool.
What is she, 55, 56? I mean, she's not bad looking, but she's got a lot of makeup on.
Dude, she's fucking hideous.
You can see it by the fact that she's doing a live stream while she's putting makeup on. Like it's bad. I just posted the StreamYard link, Jim. You can come on anytime you want.
Have you ever counted how many times she does it in a single stream?
I learned from like Shiva's, like critique of my videos being too fucking long. I fast forwarded this, as you can see. This is a fast forwarded video right now. Just to prove a fucking point of her putting her hands up, like she's just driving like a fucking Momo. Jim Walbert, what makes you proud to be an American? Great answer. Turn your mic on, my guy. Get your shit right. It's your first time on this show. Get your shit right. Show up with your chin strap on and your cup in. Let's go. See that? She put her seatbelt under her fucking arm. That's what she does.
Well, she's relying
I guess the freedom it afforded to me. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's the fact that
My mic's-
she might have airbag.
My mic's on.
Yeah, you're on. I'm sorry.
Well, it's probably also the beta cop to pull her over.
I think he's listening to the YouTube.
Yeah, turn the YouTube off. I wouldn't fuck see.
My mic's on.
Good. All right, good. Okay, welcome. Welcome. Now
girl.
Nobody. She's doing her makeup while she's driving and while she's live streaming. But she went after everybody for saying that.
The multitasking.
She thinks people aren't fucking watching her now because she played the victim train.
Why can't I hear you guys?
I don't know.
The studio though. How do I
don't know.
This?
Maybe it's a headphone thing. I don't know, my guy.
I got it.
All right. Look at this fucking. Look at her. Look at this.
She does the seatbelt thing to bait cops to pull her over for not wearing one.
Exactly. That's my whole fucking point of this whole argument. She keeps saying, well, why is it a big deal? You're baiting the police for clicks and views. It's disgusting. It's deplorable. It's fucking wrong.
You got to look at the statute, though. There may be something in there about wearing it improperly.
It's got to be over the shoulder.
For proper operation, but if the legislation doesn't say that, the statute doesn't say it, cop can't do it.
No.
Right, there's some old cars that are still on the road that have no over the shoulder.
She clearly has an over the shoulder. I played the video of it.
She's just wearing over the shoulder boulder holders.
Yeah, but she doesn't do it to bait cops. That's all it is.
It's
That may have been.
She's absolutely crazy, is what it is.
She's a
I love it.
That time
Could you imagine? That's probably the reason she's not teaching anymore, is because they came to like a realize like this. She lost their marbles.
No, the reason she's not teaching anymore is because of the. Well, I'm going to go into this office, sit down, and use this computer, and was charged for it.
Oh, I have that arrest report.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
And didn't they find some meth in her purse or something, some coke?
Hey, I said it flew in her purse, and she said she was going to sue me. So
Yeah, most teaching contracts would state that.
I know my girlfriend's a teacher. She's been teaching at the same place for 35 years, and she's in the union, and so that's why I was wondering, because it would have had to have been an arrest, right? And then her union would have had to stick up for her and say, she'll get classes or whatever. But if it was written in the contract that, no arrest
Conduct unbecoming.
The real Steve Lancaster's here, guys.
No, beats Carol Abrams.
As long as you don't bring on that douchebag fucking Brian.
Are you
Or
there,
fucking
Steve Lancaster?
I'm here.
What's up, Steve?
I just want to know why you use my name in somebody else's live panel.
Well, I thought it was a good idea, and I revealed to him that it was me, and it wasn't you. With all due respect, I did tell them it was a prank, but that did not stop them at all.
Yeah, I was just imagining you were ready to get away from it for so fucking long that you weren't who you said you were.
Well, I think everybody wants to be like you, Steve Lancaster.
Well, apparently you did that night, and you were real funny fucking portraying it.
Nothing wrong with being Steve.
Holy shit, it's Steve Lancaster.
It is Steve Lancaster.
It should be a humbling experience.
I'm just glad I got a huge fucking fan. And who's this guy? Sancho?
Yeah. Well, I will let you know, Mr. Lancaster. Me and S&S are on good terms right now.
Oh, really?
I've in a matter of a couple days have patched bridges with Lady Di, with S&S Productions as well.
Wow.
I'm all about sticking my dick in and then building relationships after.
Yeah, you fucking let him up so fucking bad. Then you asked him at the last minute, "Hey, you want to go have a beer?"
Hold on. I'm trying to find that arrest report, but I got to make sure there's no personal information on it.
I'm just tired of the certain channels forcing drama narratives just to like get viewers and turn people against each other. That shit I don't.
Oh, they've admitted it's scripted multiple times.
News New England.
Yo, listen, I watched Josh kick Brian off of his own show like 4 times last night. Like, kept just kicking him off. Like, he gave Josh total control of his channel. That dude is stupid.
Speaking of all that,
all right,
between News New England, News Now 702,
all right,
they have absolutely 100% given Josh control of their.
Yeah, they're idiots.
All right, Harry Balls.
They are claiming that Josh is fucking hacked them.
Harry Balls.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Remind me to not go to page 5.
All right, I got you.
Page 5, whatever you do.
I cannot go to page 5.
I got you.
Don't call this number.
Exactly. I cannot go to page 5.
Got you.
Hold on, Joshua Abrams is rejoining us.
Oh, I would love for douchebag Abrams to jump on this panel. He's one that is up without any control.
Here's Joshua Abrams right here.
No, I'm not the real Josh Abrams.
Yeah, he's not Josh. Josh knows better to come on a show that I'm on. Trust me.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So he also knows better to come on somewhere he's got no fucking control to drop people down and totally immune their First Amendment right once it is argumentative with his beliefs.
Hold on, let me go through this whole thing. It says May 30 of 2019.
Don't go to 5.
I'm not going to 5. I'm just slowly getting to the actual arrest. Slowly getting into it. Oh, I'm getting nervous now. I got a blunt in one hand and I'm slowly doing it to the next hand. All right. On May 30 of 2019, a Detective Mark Smith, 7/28 Tarrant County, received information from Detective Hartwell. He was informed that Crowley P. Detective Jay White wanted to inform of an incident that occurred at a county facility. Detective Hartwell was directed to a video on YouTube titled Fort Worth, I Have a Job, which she doesn't have a job. It literally states she's a self-employed YouTuber. Uploaded by Caroline in Fort Worth. There's a link. On today's date, the video is total of 6 minutes, 50 seconds. Detective Hartwell reviewed the video and observed the following. A female operating the camera walks to a facility with a large security fence. Detective Hartwell recognized the facility to be a Tarrant County facility used to house Tarrant County Sheriff's Fleet vehicles and have a Tarrant County Facilities Management Office. That's the address of it. The female passes through the open gate of the facility and video records the vehicles on the property. Commentating that she believed to be Tarrant County Sheriff's Office undercover fleet view. Everyone's an undercover with her, by the way. Everyone on this panel tonight is an undercover as far as she's concerned. The female then approaches the door to the office building on the site. The office building is clearly marked Tarrant County Facilities Management. In the video, the female's reflection is clearly seen in the glass door of the video. She appears to be wearing a dark-colored shirt, with sunglasses, carrying a cell phone, and a video recording mounting device. The female walks through the door at the 2:27 mark of the video. The female enters the building at 2:32. The video cuts to black. And it's apparent that the user took out a portion of this video. So that confirms the editing question. She edits the fucking shit out of her videos. This even confirmed it. The video then resumes with the female walking past and apparent that the user took out a... Oh, hold on. Female walking past the reception area desk and into the rear of the shop. The female walks around and calls for the person. After narrating that she's alone, she goes again to the front of the building, commentating that the building belongs to the Tarrant County Construction Company. 326 clearly observed that a YouTube video was open on the screen of the computer in the reception area. First problem, you don't do that. The female walks... Exactly. The female walks past the desk and the Dr. Hot Wheel hears a movement of papers on the desk. You don't touch someone's fucking paperwork. First of all, that's, what the fuck. The female then sits the camera down with a clear view of herself, now see to be a Hispanic female in her middle years. I'm going to stress this right now. Middle years. The desk and computer was seen screen on the desk. The computer screen is no longer on a YouTube page. It is obvious that the sounds and movements heard on the desk were someone taking the page off the computer. The female sits at the desk and opens a Google search on the computer. The female goes to a online, pretty much went to her YouTube page, knew through training experience that a subscription. So here's the funny thing. This is the interesting part. Detective Hartwell knew through training and exercise that a subscription and view to a YouTube video can result in monetization on a person's account, pending the number of subscriptions and views. After accessing the government-owned computer, the female takes a sheet of paper from the desk and writes, "Caroline in Fort Worth was here." All right, stuff's blacked out.
Whoever is chewing in the mic, can you please stop?
Yeah, it's not me.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's driving me bonkers while you're reading that.
Following the review of the video, Dr. Hartwell traveled to the Tarrant County place. Brandon was the person at the desk who owned the computer and has been accessed by the female in the video. According to all parties, they had left the office around 0900 hours on the date and returned to find the note on Brandon's desk. Clearly, the doors were left open, which was a mistake, but it doesn't give you the right to go in there and do whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't. He reviewed the video of Carolina on his computer and watched several videos uploaded by her, including one of her accessing his computer. Imagine you're watching on YouTube a video of this woman going through your computer. Huh. Imagine that. Brandon and Chad went outside and saw a silver Dodge Charger with aftermarket rims parked up on the street from the office. Brandon and Chad approached the vehicle and recorded the license plate. Guess what happens? Upon their approach, the Dodge Charger fled the area. She drove off. She didn't want any problems. So she left 2 notes. Caroline in Fort Worth was here, and Caroline in Fort Worth was here. Why are you doing 2 fucking notes for the same video? After watching the video and notating the YouTube video was already on the screen at 326, the break to black. So let's hear about the break to black, shall we? The break to black in... Am I on page 3 or 4?
You're on the 4 now.
All right, so let the video and read the 2 notes. And Carol Fort was here. We're located on this. It's apparent. Ready for this, guys? Who's going to load drum roll? It was apparent to Detective Hartwell that the Hispanic female filmed the video at least twice and uploaded the latter of the video.
Here comes the kicker.
That's the kicker, guys. Fucking boy here. She filmed the video twice, guys. There you go. No more.
Go back to page 4.
No, I don't want to fuck with that, my guy.
Where
Yeah,
is
you're
the
good.
address?
You did good. You did good.
Shut up.
We
Shut up.
don't want to do that here. That starts turning into don't call. Oh
Is
my
it my mic?
god.
Is it my fan going on? My mic still breaking up?
No, I don't know. No, you sound good. Maybe that's
Sounds
what was
good now.
making the noise. It just sounded like somebody was sucking on a lollipop right in the mic.
Oh, I'm sweating
It
balls.
was
And I have
Josh sucking on Brian's dick.
Damn.
I got a little window fan on, so.
Yo, Sancho, why'd I have to sit in your chat all by myself for an hour and talk to myself?
Did you really?
I did. If
I
you go
to people too.
if you go back to the beginning, I was just like, oh, I'll just talk to myself. Hey, James, what's up? What are you doing? And I just answered myself, and
Yeah, Josh was definitely avoiding the COVID-19. He blocked me. He went from 2 weeks ago wanting to make me a super mod on his channel to blocking me because I mentioned his dad not having COVID-19.
Listen, I went on NNE's thing right before he went live, where you're like waiting. There was nobody there but NNE, I thought. And then I typed something. I was like, hey, man, I just wanted to let you know that I think you had great intentions when you started this, but you allow other people to determine your destiny, and you're leaving everything in the hands of Josh, and it's going to go bad. And then I left it up and was doing other shit. And I came back, and Josh then wrote in chat under me, hey, Brian, is everything okay? What's up? Brian, what's going on?
That was last night.
Yeah. So then
I saw that.
I went to type something. Guess what? I banned.
Got blocked. I
Yep.
tried to get in the studio. I got blocked too.
Yep.
Feelings over freedom?
And here's the thing, when I went to go into the studio, I got kicked out, and I know I didn't get kicked out by Brian. Josh kicked me out because I'm telling you, he doesn't want another face, especially with the dad shit coming out, because I'm gonna grind him up.
He's burying that dad shit.
Yep. He won't go anywhere where it can be touched. Like the shows he's going on, it's not getting touched. Like
He's in charge.
He did another poll on his thing where he lost, and then he tried to use multiple channels to vote so that he didn't lose. Like he was like, I need you guys to vote for Masshole Report. Come on, let's go vote for that. I can't. What? So you lose your second poll? You dumb fuck.
Masshole Report over a fucking racist. That's a good logical thing.
Right. Yeah,
Josh is a fucking narcissist.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
total fucking narcissist.
He won't go nowhere
and he's got two people with live panels that happen frequently, and they're all buying into his bullshit. And the minute you fucking disagree with him on anything, you get fucking blocked and banned.
Yep. And listen, you guys,
and he's all about First Amendment. He's not about confrontation. He's about First Amendment, and the most important First Amendment is his. Everybody else's is second to his.
Sancho.
No, it's not registered to her. That's the crazy thing. The car is not even registered to her, and she's doing all these fucking hijinks in the car.
Sancho, let me ask you a question. So, because I know how it is on the Twitch side of things, but on the YouTube side of things, when you assign people like mods or you can make them, you can give them different levels of power. But when you give them top clearance of your channel, they have access to everything. And so Josh has access to any funds that are coming through the super chat or whatever that come through there. Like, you guys got to think about how deep it runs. Other people don't think about.
I don't know if he has that deep access, because the access I had was I was a content creator. I could go live whenever I wanted.
Okay.
I could go live from like the StreamYard. Everything that Josh has, I have.
And you could kick people in and out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't have access to
change their fucking screen name.
He's not even. Well, I could have done that. This was just a recent StreamYard update doing that. So that's anyone.
Yeah. I didn't know how. Like, that's why I was asking. I didn't know how deep the authorizations go, because with
I I definitely think it's kind of like a use me until I get to 1,000, and then he'll hopefully come to his senses. I'm hopeful of that.
Right. I listen. I'm not even. I thought about reaching out to him and saying, "Yo, dude, just unban me. At least let me troll and chat. You know, you what the fuck? Don't. Your boy banned me because he doesn't want to.
So he doesn't want you around because you have a difference of opinion.
Yeah, as long as you kiss Josh's ass, you're good. The minute you stop kissing Josh's ass, you don't want nothing to do with you.
The only difference of opinion I have is the company that he keeps. That's it. Like I have I talked to him about Kate already. You know what I mean? I told him how I felt about that, to leave that shit alone. It's a dried up well, like it's already been done. And I hate Josh Abrams. And if he wants to keep hanging out with Josh Abrams, then he's gonna start doing Josh Abrams shit. And so whatever, you know. Told him how I felt about
that. Shit. Leave that shit alone. I got an echo. Sorry. Hey DFK, did you see my video about you like today?
Which one?
I did a video today about freedom over feelings. You're in it.
Yeah, I saw that.
What do you think about that?
Well, it's freedom over feelings unless it's Josh that's in question. As soon as
Josh can control the narrative,
as soon as his feelings get hurt about what you're saying with your freedom, you don't want to hear no more. He's totally about his own First Amendment and nobody else's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's not even you. I think you guys got it completely wrong. It's not even about the First Amendment. It's about how can Josh make money off of his audience. That's all it's about. It's not the first. It's not the first, the fourth, the fifth. It's none of those. It's what scheme or scam or narrative can I draw that will get my audience to send me money. All right, let's go on a road trip to a different state, or let's do this, or hey guys, I'm going to need this, or I'm going to need a hotel room here. Like, he doesn't pay for any of that, people. None of that shit. These fucking idiots do it. You know what I mean? And it's like,
it's a cult.
Yeah, right. And then he just like, they'll pay for his hotel rooms on credit cards, and like he'll get donations and stuff, but he only gets like his check once a month. And then he can only get certain donations from PayPal if they go to PayPal. If they go to Super Chat, I don't know how you can get them out. But so, yeah, they would pay for his plane tickets. They would pay for all this shit, man. And it's sad. That's what it is. It's a cult.
I don't know how accurate it is.
I don't mean to overrun everybody, but Sancho, I got a question for you. What is your relationship? How is your relationship with Anarchic Chick?
I don't have one.
Maybe you could reach out and see how that progresses.
No, I'm not interested.
For what though? For what?
She wanted to see. I know of the abuse that she's been under with Josh. That's what happened.
There was a panel that Brian had, and talking about cussing at your mother. I think that was the title, cussing at your mother. And Josh ran a panel that night, and him and Sassy Assassin got back in touch with each other, and Sassy Assassin made Shelly cry.
Yep.
Sassy Assassin offended Shelly.
I know.
And Josh puts it out there as Trump her feelings or Trump his rights. I kind of get that.
But listen to what you're saying though.
I kind of get that. But with your First Amendment right, you have the right to say, "Hey, that's not cool. That is not cool." You can do that. Whether you do it or not, hey, that's on you. But you have the right to do that. And then later in that same fucking panel, he made News Now 702 fucking cry.
Listen, I know. But listen to what you're saying, bro. These are grown adults squabbling over the smallest, dumbest shit. And it's a control thing. It's a power thing. And you're seeing it develop. If these people want to be a part of that, have no sympathy for him. Like, let him be a part of it. Let him get humiliated. Let News New England get shit on his channel 4 times in a row in front of his audience. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck? Like, what kind of shit is that? Would you? Hey, Sancho, if I kicked you off of your fucking panel 3 times in a row and didn't let you back in until I let you back in, you would probably ban me.
Well, but what you're comparing was a scripted thing that they do. They've already admitted they go over show notes before the show.
Oh, okay.
Like, everything is scripted over there. Like, it's not real. It's scripted.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just look at it like a bunch of grown people.
They're pretending to be mad. Like,
right.
702 show does the same thing.
Just like when they tried to come in before they became buddy with News New England, he tried to sabotage News New England's channel by sending people in there to do shit. And now,
video today,
and now he owns the channel. Like, it's amazing.
It's
Josh,
like bad porn actors. It really is. It's like
yeah.
It's not good acting at all.
And everybody's like First Amendment and this and that. It has nothing to do with civil rights. Period, people.
I think
DFK. I'll go on the record right now saying the first time I got on Brian's panel, I was sent there by Josh.
Mm-hmm. Are you cleansed completely?
That's when Bucket Boy was on there and a couple other people. And
Sancho doesn't know if you're cleansed completely of Josh, because the last time we talked, we discussed something, and I called you personally and told you, stay the fuck away from that toxic environment. And you went on there apologizing to Josh. So I think you might be still part of this fucking cult, DFK.
I am so fucking done with that narcissistic motherfucker. I am so.
How do we prove that, guys? How do we prove that he's out of the cult?
I don't know.
I need suggestions.
I don't know.
Why are you even bothering?
That's what you were there, NJ. I told him the last time, stay the fuck away. And he went on there apologizing. And it's like, I think he wants to be a part of Josh's group, and it worries me.
By the way, what's up, Diver?
He's a fucking narcissist, and I got no room in my life for a fucking narcissist.
Have you heard from Shelter, by the way?
How long is Josh going to be free?
Up until his robbery case.
Did a couple months because of COVID. COVID's
too damn.
Listen, I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but the amount of positive results for COVID is double the amount of what it was when they originally shut the country down. And the reason the country's not shut down is because the president doesn't want to do it. But what's going to happen is he's going to put it on the states to decide on whether or not. Already, Pennsylvania, when you leave your house, you must have a mask on, or you could get fined for not wearing one leaving your house. So they wanted to wait
with his campaign.
They wanted to wait until the 4th of July was over because it's a big last holiday, and I bet you within the next week or two, shit starts shutting down. Watch, prepare yourself.
It already has.
Yeah, it's like
I mean, shut down like it was, Diver.
Where I live in Pendleton, Oregon, there is a trailer manufacturing company here, Keystone RV, and they were shut down for quite a long time, and they kept the employees at home. They still paid them for not showing up, and then it was starting to get back to where America was opening up again. They opened up their doors. People were starting back to work. They are shut down again. Like in what was it? Late April, we had 1 confirmed case where I'm working at, and now we've got 7. And I'm thinking to myself, is it like a certain percentage or a certain number of cases to where it's like, hey, I don't want to be around this. My employer is failing to protect me because we're getting more and more cases.
Look at that.
Can I stay home and collect unemployment and get that $600 a week? Because that's when I'm making it work. If I get unemployment and $600 a month, $600 a week kicker, oh shit, yeah, I make more staying at home.
Unless your employer, and this is different in every state, but if I'm not mistaken, the employer has to approve your unemployment because they're paying into it.
Right.
You.
Right. Well, so so to get unemployment, your employer has to make you unemployed. Like you can't just your employer has to agree to it. He has to lay you off. paperwork has to be done, because what happens is when you file, they send him paperwork and he has to okay it, saying, yes, that's what he made. This is why he's laid off. And, that's how it's done.
Well, we've just shut down a number of
Oh, that's
suburbs.
working.
Yeah, in Victoria, because there's been a spike. We've just shut it down.
Hey, chat, let me just say something quick to chat, because I know we've all been talking amongst ourselves, but chat, it really does help the channel, whether you hit the thumbs down or the thumbs up. It doesn't matter. It's an interaction. But hit that sub button if you like what you see. It's free. There's no scams down this way, unless you lose your wallet and then you need $800.
I wouldn't mind a thumb to go up, though.
No. Yeah. The thumbs.
You lose your wallet, then it's $800.
Yeah. But yeah, mostly thumbs up. But I'm saying, I tell people,
I got my camera on, guys. I'm the only one with my camera on. Give me a thumbs up.
Well, put your face in there, motherfucker, and I'll
You don't see
mine
it?
on.
You don't see it in all the coding? You're not looking close enough, motherfucker.
There you go.
Well, you got a big old fucking screen right in the middle. I can't see the
Big old screen of deaths. Look at this. We're at cases 2.913666, 132,224 deaths. That's a lot.
That's a lot, man.
A couple months, that's a lot.
Yep.
Brazil's
the problem is the president doesn't want to shut the country down again because of his campaign, right? He can't do that. He's campaigning again. That'll blow his campaign.
China's at 4,634 deaths. How is that possible?
Chat, do you guys have any questions for anybody? Type them in chat.
I mean,
anything you guys want to talk about?
Portugal's at 1,606. That's not bad.
See, the way that I see it, it's just like a new strain of flu that they don't have a control over.
Sudan's got only 608.
You don't know for sure, especially on the totalitarian governments, whether or not they're reporting the exact numbers, let alone our own government reporting the numbers correctly.
TGL Dog, what's up? He says,
are we looking at the result of these protests?
Hey, Sancho and everyone.
No. I don't see the protests as adding much to this.
Really?
What I see.
Oh, wait. No. They just put something out on that because they can tell when you're tested, they can tell about when, because of how long the virus is in your body, and they can tell how long.
They can't. They can barely test whether or not you have it positively or not. There's no way they're going to be able to tell you how long you've had it. There's no way
they're going
to be able to actually trace, although they got thousands of people on the payroll tracing where your contacts were, unless they can narrow it down that your contacts get tested, that yes, those were positive, no, these weren't. Can they find patient zero? They're never going to find patient zero.
That's
in any of these cases.
Listen, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that what I think you misunderstood what the word I used. So they can't. So if you're positive for the test, the virus itself has a life expectancy, right? It lives for so long and it incubates for so long, right? So it's in your body for so long before you actually get certain proteins become available, right? And that's called, you have the markers for it. So they can tell within a reasonable time period, depending on what your results are, how long you've had it. That's what I was trying to say.
I'm skeptical of that. I'm sorry.
I just saw a whole thing on Congress about it because Congress was grilling the CDC about making all the tests free because of how much a test costs right now. And he can make an executive order as the head of the CDC. All he had to do was say, yes, it's free. And she was trying to get him to say it in front of Senate. And she finally did. And guess what? The tests now are going to start being free and they won't be charged to most people's insurances. But,
Yeah, guess who's paying that tab?
I don't
Because
know.
the labs aren't going to do it for nothing.
Yeah, I
Your
don't know.
tax dollars are going to be paying for it.
Right. I mean, I have my own insurance. My insurance would pay it, but
Well, yeah.
taxes.
I'm about to go through a transition myself when it comes to health care. And I just got a notification from one agency of the federal government notifying me that not only am I going to have to pay 193 and change a month out of my Social Security to Medicare, but if I want Parts B as well, it's an additional 144 and change. So I'm going to be out over $4,000 a year from my Social Security to pay for health care, which, by the way, I don't need because I'm supposed to have lifetime from my job that I retired from. Oh, and yeah, by the way, my job that I retired from is separating me from my family and forcing me onto a different insurance company. And you wonder why people who are retired are having a hard time putting food on the table? That's your government for you. People are complaining, oh, Social Security won't be there. Oh, it'll be there because I'm paying it back in.
They will put those restrictions on there because they're not living them themselves. If they had to live off of what they're saying is doable, they'd have a change of heart. But God knows they won't fucking do that.
Well, I haven't really looked into it. All I've gotten is the last piece of paper I got from the Social Security Administration telling me that Medicare payments into Part A is 193 and change, and Part B is going to cost 144 and change. I said, wait a minute. I've been paying into this system since 1970, and now you're going to tell me that the benefits that I'm getting from it are going to have to be turned back and pay more?
Yeah, you got to pay more. Once you start paying, you can't stop paying. They can't function without people paying in.
Even though they're paying it to me, now they're going to stop the payments.
Yeah, politicians got to get rich.
You got that right.
It's a huge
Because
pyramid
they get the
scheme.
best medical care in this country for free, for life.
Well, maybe not free. Taxpayers pay that
Oh
shit.
yeah, they pay
But it ain't
taxes.
free.
Yeah, they pay taxes the same as we do. Trouble is, they're making enough money that they can hire the accountants to come up with every excuse under the sun, or I should say, every excuse under the IRS plan to not pay their taxes.
Social Security is nothing but a huge pyramid scheme.
Probably. Like I said, I've been
Well, they
paying
start
into
taking,
it since 1970, and it's only been the last not even 3 years that I've been collecting it. And the reason I started it early, because I did the math, I would have lost out on $70,000 if I waited until I turned 65. And now that I am turning 65, oh yeah, by the way, that's $4,000 a year you're not going to get.
Social Security was never meant to be touched by the government. Unfortunately, the government started taking loans against Social Security. Now it's robbing Peter to pay Paul to pay it back.
Yeah, because they've been stealing from it for how many decades?
Oh, yeah, 100, I mean, 30, 40 years, 50 years.
Yeah, it's free, uncontrolled money, unoverseen money that they can borrow against willy-nilly and do whatever the fuck they want to do.
They don't borrow it; they just take it. They
Well,
borrow. They borrow from
we're
the
just
banks.
trying to give them credit by saying borrowing. We all know different.
Yeah.
But we were just trying to give a little bit of credit that they were just borrowing. No, government's a fucking scam. It really
Well,
is.
the elections will be interesting if this pandemic's still going on. Because what are they going to do with elections?
Oh, cast your vote from home.
Yeah, real quick to my two beagles. I already had retirement benefits from a company I spent over 40 years working for. And there were only $75 and change for 3 people. But now I'm going to be paying it 75 and another 140, 144 and another 193 every month.
Diver, you know what you need? A reach around. I got you, bud.
No, it's just phenomenal that I see this. I mean, my retirement, I'm settled. I can handle it. As far as the money goes, Social Security was stuff that I was using to help support my daughter in her master's degree, that I was using to help support her in her apartment, and money that I was using to go out and visit her.
Can I ask you a question?
And then I have a question for you, Jim.
All right, good. Okay, well, I was going to say that I just got my notice that I was denied disability, right? And I'll just tell you what's wrong with me, and then you, not even being a doctor, you tell me if you think somebody with this should get disability. I have Crohn's disease. I have both my knees replaced with extended hardware. I have osteoarthritis and what's called avascular necrosis. The joints in my body are dying, the blood vessels. So that's why my knees are done. My hips are going to have to get done eventually. But anyway, so yeah, I filed for disability, and they deny me. Now you're going to make me go through this long, drawn out process, right? To have to get a lawyer and all of that just to get disability. It's sad in America.
That's because it doesn't cost the government nothing to fight you on it.
Yep.
It's going to cost
already there
to fight to get it.
Crohn's should
They always
automatically
deny you the first time.
Crohn's should automatically give you disability.
Some people just go away, others fight it, and they'll finally get it 2 or 3
Well,
years down the
you
road.
know, the funny part about it is I could have got out on disability back in 1998. I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure. But from 1998 to 2014, I still did my job with congestive heart failure. And oh, yeah, then by the way, they diagnosed me with sleep apnea and diabetes. But I still did my job for those years. And I used to hang off telephone poles for a living.
You're my guy, NJ. Like, you know that, right?
I did my best.
No. You are my guy.
What were you going to say, Sancho?
Well, I gotta feel bad now saying it after what you just said when you listed your fucking medical conditions.
Say what the fuck you were going to say.
I'm going to try to do a little better. I'm going to use a statement, then I'm going to use the question.
Okay.
It's the second fucking time you've used gay references when it comes to serious subjects. The first time was Josh Abrams' dad getting exposed. You go on this great rant, and the last 3 fucking words of the rant is "fuck my ass." And now NJ's going through this huge, serious problem, and you're asking him to give him a reach around. Are you gay? If so, it's okay.
No. I'll explain. But so
okay.
No.
Okay.
I'll explain. I have a beautiful woman, and I'll explain. So listen, I said "fuck my ass" because I'm so mad that I deleted that phone call. Because I wanted to give it to you, like after.
I don't want to fuck your ass, though.
But I wasn't saying it to you. I was saying it in my head, like "fuck my ass" for doing it. You know how, like, when you want
your head to fuck your ass,
right? It was just a blanket statement. You know what I mean? I was
you
just
don't want proctologist field day coming up right there. Proctologist field day.
Yeah, and as far as a diver, I just figured like. He's going through something, and when you're going through something, the best thing is, sometimes you just need a quick reach around. And
you weren't offering him one with your eyes closed.
No. I was saying to him that maybe he
gotta elaborate these things, my guy.
Okay, my bad.
You mentioned a reach around to a fellow, one of the manliest men I know, NJ Diver, and fucking not mention that you're not the one giving him the hand job.
Oh yeah, no. But no, I was gonna send him to one of them Taiwanese spots. You know what I mean?
I don't know. My fucking hacker code is coming up with a signal right now, and it's It's looking like it might be bisexual, but I'm not too sure. And it's okay if it comes up as that.
No,
Hey, Sancho. I just ignore it. That's all.
and you ignore it. I'm 42 or 43. I've never been with a man in my life.
Any thoughts?
I've never had any thoughts. Hey, and let me remind you, I've done a total of 8 years upstate in state prison, and never had thoughts while I was even in state prison.
Have you got offered?
Oh yeah, they offer you. Oh, and they do it in the craziest ways. But
walk us through a crazy way. Someone
don't go there, please.
A guy put a carton of cigarettes on my bed. I had just got to the block. I had been to that prison before, so I was coming back. I just got on the block, saw a couple people I knew. They helped me carry my shit in. I had to put my stuff on my bed, and from the time I went to the guard cage to sign papers and come back to my cell, 5 minutes, there was a carton of Newports on my bed, and it had a note in it. And I pulled the note out, and it had a cell number written on it. And I folded the note back up. I didn't even read it. I just put it back in the carton of cigarettes, and I grabbed it, and I went down to his cell, and I went in and I handed it to him, and I said, if you ever do that again, both of us are going to have a problem.
Was that a trade for butt sex?
Yeah, well, basically, he's saying that's basically. I don't know what the note said, but in essence, he's saying, "Here, I'm giving you this. You know what you need to do."
Was his name Josh Abrams?
No.
You said
And this is
Josh smoked Newport.
and this is upstate. That stuff doesn't happen in the county. And I was in a real bad state prison, where like an older state prison. So, you just get you carry yourself how you carry yourself in the real world. Like people think that like you have to become this like different person when you're in prison. You don't. You're the same person you are, right? You're gonna once you get to where you're at, you'll have a schedule you're on. You'll meet people. You'll make friends. Yeah, there'll be problems. There'll be issues. Somebody might try and steal your shit, or somebody might try you in the yard for something. But you handle them how you have to handle them, as you would on the street. Like it's it sucks being away from family and friends and all of that, and it's dangerous. But
just want to make sure it's okay if he is. I have a lot of gay friends, and I just want to know how to read this motherfucker. That's all. I mean, it was I was on another person's panel, and when I was Southern Patriot, and I was going after Shiva, the Scan Destroyer, and Shiva had no idea it was me. So Shiva is like challenging me to a fist fight. He wants me to make him his rent boy. He wants me to make him his rent boy. So like D-Band, no, not a D-Band, 10th Man, and I was on a panel with Shiva, and I said, Shiva, why don't you say you want to make him a rent boy? And he goes, well, he's gay. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, I gotta ask. I'm sorry. I gotta ask. I want to
Shiva.
Huh?
So was Shiva.
Yeah, okay, good. Thank you for telling me that. I didn't know that. Education's key.
Think how popular Josh will be in prison with those tits he has.
Oh, he'd be fucking huge.
I'll tell you exactly the type of dude Josh is in prison. I'll tell you the type of people he's going to hang out with in prison as well. Because what Josh is going to do is he's going to get involved in the Suboxone, right? Upstate, Suboxone is big. And you can't help it. If you're a drug addict in jail, you're going to want to get a little piece, right? He's going to get involved in that. I guarantee it. 100%. And he was already involved in the county with it. And in the county, it's super hard to get. Upstate, it's everywhere. They were bringing them in like 50 at a time from visits, 50 strips at a time. But yeah, what he'll do is he'll hold on to his YouTube channel for a couple months. He'll get a little bit of money from that. He'll probably, while he's in the county, he'll try and do shit. Once he gets upstate, he won't be able to do that phone call live shit he does. That won't happen from upstate. You can't do it. So
his hot tow truck girl is going to be cameras of mass destruction this time.
Yeah.
He's sitting on content as well. I'm supposedly going to be surprised by a surprise first timer tonight, but
So
hasn't responded yet to me.
Yeah, so the whole thing with the other people, right, that it's supposed to be going to court with Josh or whatever over money or whatever the case is, like that's so they're letting little parts of it out. Why don't they just, yeah, with the Luna.
I don't know anything about it. I asked to see paperwork. He told me he can't send me anything. He can't talk about it. So I don't want to get too much into it if I don't even think it's going to happen.
Right. But my question was, but it is against Josh, is what I'm saying. Like, as if Josh did something wrong, or no?
They're saying that Josh is
defame something.
No, not defame. I'm not. We're not agreeing with any statements they made. I'm just saying, like, is the other party involved, Josh? I should have asked it that way.
Sasha is an innocent Christian black woman, everybody, and do not judge her. She's innocent.
Sasha.
She's selling Girl Scouts.
Get in here.
She is a innocent, sweet, innocent soul.
Get in here, bird lady.
Just be very gentle with her. You have to deal delicacy with her.
Bird lady.
Have to.
There's a rumor going around that Josh is avoiding service.
He's probably filed in Las Vegas, Nevada, because that's where they were.
No, he's back in Massachusetts.
No, not Ricardo Luna.
Huh.
Sasha made a statement. All you have to do is find out what court it's in and what city.
Well, Sasha wants to help Sancho. I wouldn't say no. Sasha knows how much I love her.
I just don't think Luna has the money to sue anybody. It's a lot of money to sue somebody for.
I'm supposedly getting sued by 2 auditors.
It's about $400 to file in most states, or federally anyway. And what's expensive is the hourly rate or your contract with your attorney.
Right. And like I said, I don't think these fuckers can afford an attorney. I mean, Luna, I don't know. He gives a shitload of money to Glenn, but I don't know if he has money or not. Is it really
money?
What does she do for a living?
I can send Josh another PayPal request for like $300 or $400 if you want me to.
Are you a part of the cult, my guy? You're worrying me, man. You gotta get yourself completely cleansed free of that motherfucker.
I am. Trust me.
I am a journalist. That's
let me
the
say
only
this.
reason why I cover him.
I'm the farthest from him. I've been the farthest from. I think I was the first person to ever dissent from early Josh.
Right.
I've been
to watch your language.
Yeah. Hey, I'm making bird noises for you, Sasha.
I agree with Baby Love. They're not suing anybody.
No, CFW is not suing me. News New England's not suing me either. But I don't know about Ricardo Luna. He's not sending me any paperwork, so I can't comment if it's legit or not.
Brian can't afford bottom teeth. How's he going to sue you?
For defamation of character, he's claiming.
I understand.
Hey.
You can't afford bottom teeth.
Hey,
Right.
Brian, if you're listening to this, Brian, this is James. How about you defame the head of my dick, you dumb dick? Stop listening to all those fucking idiots getting in your head, you retard.
Every time you get mad, you go back to the gay references. This is the 3rd time, my guy.
I got a question. What loss has Brian incurred?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, what was that, Sasha?
He called me a predator, but
he looks like a fucking predator. But anyways,
hold on a second. Sasha, what was your question? What was your question about Brian?
Sasha with the whole run.
So to sue for defamation or whatever, you have to suffer a loss. What
There has to be damages, yeah.
Well, he was in the hospital, and he said he was stressed out because of me, and then he did a 15-minute video ranting about me from his hospital bed. So,
okay, a doctor will swear and testify that that's what put him in. So his medical record is gonna say Sancho put me in the hospital. Come on. So yeah, I want to know what damages he has because I just went and looked and he's like 15 people away from 1,000. So that doesn't look like
Josh
it's a
is doing
loss.
the last 300 views just because of Josh. 300 subs.
Yeah, Josh has been pushing his channel for the past like 3 weeks now, like crazy.
Every Saturday.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Because he knows I go live on Saturdays. I'm flattered that he thinks a new YouTuber is threatening.
Josh is probably buying subs to the channel.
I was surprised by that random email today about Gregory Jones, who I thought was him as a mass destruction, but I guess not. But I guess this guy sends Josh money. A lot of people send Josh money. A lot of people thought his dad had COVID and felt bad and sent him money.
Yep.
If you go to the video where he announces it, it's fucking monetized.
Yep.
Come
I don't know how
on.
accurate it is, but someone pulled his analytics one night for Josh, and supposedly he makes $5,000 a month off YouTube.
Yeah.
The
I'm like,
closer
I'm not
you
sure how.
look,
It's a
you look, the more garbage you're gonna find.
right, and you got to remember that's not every month, and so that's just a guesstimate on his analytics. So it's most people say I don't get nowhere near what it says I'm going to get because it's always like up and down. Like the views are always so crazy.
It's based on views.
Here's the problem. Here's the bug up my ass right now. The top 7 videos on that
Are you
person's
gay, Sancho? What's
The
the
top-
ass fetish?
Well, I know. I just made the Jim Waldo mistake. I wasn't. It was a bug up my ass. It's not like someone put it there. It flew up there like the book flew in her purse.
But I mean,
so the top 7 videos of that person's channel are all protest mirrors and riots. These frauditors capitalized off this. Great.
Yeah.
These frauditors capitalized off of what happened to
Oh, yeah.
Floyd.
You ever
They
look-
capitalized off the protests, the riots. They're making money off this right now. And that
Do you ever look at John Felix out of Florida?
no.
He's got
I don't
200
know why
subscribers.
people just don't report the fucking video as like report it for whatever, promoting violence, promoting this. Just enough people report the video will get taken down.
I talked to Peachy Rider. Like Peachy Rider did her own thing, and I told her, I'm like, 2 or 3 of the 7 videos that are getting him monetized because the watch hours are already made is hers, and I'm like, would you do that again and allow others to to live stream? And she's like, I don't know now, because it's a dirty feeling that someone's getting their watch hours and getting monetized because of their watch hours because of mirroring someone else's work.
Yep.
Because
Well,
of
that's what I was
something
about
that
to
could kill
say.
her. That woman had hot dogs thrown at her.
That's what I was about to say. This John Felix out of Florida has 200,000 subscribers. He does not do audits, does not go out in the field, does not do anything except mirror everyone else's content. And he has over 200,000 subscribers and is monetized from this shit, from just mirroring other people's stuff.
See, I don't have a problem with people mirroring. See, here, as long as they have the permission of the other content creator to then mirror that, because otherwise they could absolutely strike your channel, no question, because you're not adding anything new. You're not adding any commentary to it. You're not,
And
so.
that's what Felix does, though. He does do the fair use thing because he does put his comments in there as well.
Oh, well, okay. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, when you actually
if you just mirror it and don't do the fair use, then it's copyright.
Right.
But Felix does. He does the fair use bullshit where he chimes in every 4 or 5 minutes, adds his little comments.
Well, I mean, Josh used that girl at one point who was being bullied. He used her for views,
Anarchic?
And I forget who it was. Like some girl was getting bullied, and like they went out there.
It was a minor.
It was a minor. Yeah, and they like went out there and hung out with. Somebody's clicking real bad. Is that you, Sancho? Your fan? Or wait, no, that's Sasha. Yep, Sasha. What do you got going on with your mic? So yeah, it was. He used her in like I think 2 different videos. He did it with, which was just Josh Abrams. Anytime anything like that happens, you knew, like somebody dies, Josh was on that right away. It's like this happens, Josh is on it right away. Or it's always something like, guys, surprise guest, or like surprise road trip, or big announcement, or
and the guests don't show up.
Right. It's always hype for nothing. And I'll say this, Josh Abrams, throughout his career of making videos, has never once FOIA'd anybody's cameras or any camera footage from any cell phones or any paperwork from any courts from any time he said in a video he was going to do it. Can you believe that? Never. He's never done it. Ever.
Absolutely, I can believe it. He's a lazy
It
fuck.
takes effort. It takes determination.
Right.
And sometimes it takes a little money.
Right. Because they don't just hand them over easily.
I did a FOIA and showed it tonight. You've seen my FOIA.
Right. Well, yes. Some of them, like if cases, like depending on how long the case, you guys know. Some you can get fast, some get slower, depending on where it's at. But
And whether or not it's adjudicated.
Right. He just never applies for them because he's lazy. You know what I mean?
Sancho's building a lot of relationships in Fort Worth right now. I'll leave it at that.
Has he fucking bought a gimbal yet? The fucker still holds his phone in his hand, in his fat, meaty hands.
Bitch shit hands. I'd be curious if anyone's FOIA'd someone's personal cell phone and got results back on it yet.
You can't.
I don't think so either.
From a public employee?
Right.
The only way you're going to get a private individual's material off their phone is if it gets subpoenaed.
Or if it's paid for by the city, which means it's a city-issued phone, which means you can't FOIA it.
And that...
Yeah, I don't know the laws on it. So
if it's city issued, it's FOIAable.
Right.
It is, but if
there's
it's
nothing saying
involved in an
keep your shit
investigation,
on there, though.
you won't get it.
No. I can tell you for a fact, I've done it before. I have FOIA'd phone records from someone's cell phone that is paid for by the city. You can FOIA that. I've done it.
Video off the phone or audio off the phone?
I've gotten phone records. I didn't ask for either of those two, but I've gotten the phone records. Like literally the phone, like they had to go through the company and everything to get the call records for 3 months I asked for.
Yeah, it's just what calls they had going out, what calls they had coming in.
But it's definitely penetratable, my guy.
Nice choice of words, buddy.
If I use the video or text aspect, I probably could have got that too. It's penetratable.
There you go. Another
Hold
time.
on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a soda.
Yeah, texts are volatile. They do go away once you've reached his memory limit.
So just go away where? In your phone, or because they never go away in the phone company. Just so you know.
Well, the records of your calls don't.
No. Your text messages don't go anywhere. Like
good luck getting the company to let that go.
All they need is a judge's order that says that they want this, and they'll get it. Trust me.
There was a murder case that was used in.
Mine wasn't even murder. I was writing bad checks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was writing bad checks, and they had to prove that I was in those locations where those checks were all written at, because it was over a 3-county span. And they were able to, they basically got a year's worth of my text messages, me and my buddy who were out doing it together. And it was nuts. I didn't think they could do it back. And this was back in, I want to say 2003. And I didn't think they could do it. Like, I didn't think, I thought like they could probably only get 1 month's worth. There's no way they're saving that much data. That's nuts, in and out calls. But no, man, they got a printout. I got my, when I got my discovery, I was just going through in the cell, me and my cellie just reading these talking about how dumb I was. Look at this shit, dude. Look how dumb I am, man. Never send this shit.
That's all has to be stated.
Hold on. I got a rumor that you just went on News New England. Is that true?
For a second, yes.
Why and what happened?
Oh, Josh was on there.
So
and he fucking muted me while he was just like spouting off his bullshit. It's gonna be in the video afterwards. And it's like, no, you're just like a pussy. You're a fucking punk. And I was blocked. I got reblocked in chat by Who's Your News Now.
What'd you say to him?
Because I was bashing Josh.
Right.
And
But
like,
what
no,
did you say?
You're a fucking pussy. You don't want to fucking deal with it. You're a fucking punk. I'm messaging Brian right now saying I'm done with his whole fucking panel as long as Josh has fucking control.
It's the cult. He's not done yet.
No, he's not done yet. He'll learn though. He'll learn. I'm not going to go back though, because I told Brian this is my second time, and now I'm banned.
To go on that show.
Brian says he likes me, but yet he still lets Josh just run all over me. And I'm not okay with that. If you want to be a friend, then be a friend. If you don't want to be a friend, then be an enemy. Just make your fucking lines known. I don't play this shit.
Yeah, but you do though.
Long ass douchebag.
I don't no, the point is Brian can't be friends with anybody if they can't be friends with Josh. That's the point. So
he's using Josh to build his fucking channel.
Right. That's the
and
catch there.
News Now 702 is the same fucking boat.
I don't know why people want to be associated with the biggest, scummiest fucking channel on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, they'll learn.
I don't know, DFK. I'm feeling a little funny right now about you.
Why?
They'll learn.
I don't know.
What do you feel funny about, Sancho?
Just when you think some channel is bad and the worst you've ever seen, something else will come along and be
oh
just
yeah,
as bad,
you're right.
if not worse.
You're right, Diver.
I'm wondering why Sancho's feeling bad about me.
I just feel like you're always going to go back looking for conflict and you're never going to learn because that's going to do nothing but stress you out.
Meaning, like, just like let them go, right? Nothing good out of
You're
it.
good here, my guy. You don't have to worry about that shit over there.
Hey, if they come over here and want to come on this show, then they'll get drilled on this show. Because I'll drill Abrams through the fucking ground. To the ground.
Guaranteed Josh does not have the balls to show up here.
I know everything.
He only wants to be where he can be in control. And
if
once
Brian
you disagree with him on any given thing, he can shut you down and drop you off so he'll get the last word on
Josh?
live.
He can't do it on this channel because Sancho will mute his ass while I'm talking.
I just don't get why you're going back, my guy. I'm not telling you what to do. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. And just like Brian ain't going nowhere. So
you going on that live stream a week ago saying you're sorry to him is like you want him to be in your life, and I still think you want Josh to be in your life.
No, I am Sancho. I'm fucking done.
Press one in the chat. Press one in the chat if you think he's really done.
I am done with that narcissistic motherfucker living home with this mommy.
If you think he's not done.
And look, hey man, I take your word for it right now. If you're done, you're done. Be done, right? Just let it go. That's all. There's other
and
people.
that's the reason I stopped you today.
I did not go to that panel for Josh. I went there for Brian.
Right? No.
I care about Brian. I think Brian's a fucking dupe in this whole fucking situation.
But that's and I'm in the same boat as you. I feel the same way. But I gave Brian a chance in the beginning. Right when I was one of his mods and one of his channel reps and all that bullshit, and then
that's that random message thing. I'm done with your panel as long as douchebag Abrams is in control.
And then
I hate them both.
But listen, then he brought Josh back. Then he got rid of Josh. Then he brought Sancho and Josh. Then he brought Sancho. Then he brought Josh back again. He's going to continue to do it. So that's why I'm done with Brian as well. Because Brian won't come on this panel without Josh to have his back. He won't come on here and take the criticism for the like, oh, I'm just using Josh. I'm using Josh for numbers. He would never say that. But we know that's what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
and,
I know that.
you know,
He's
like,
using Josh to build his channel, and Josh does have a lot of entertainment value. He does.
and,
When you give him fucking control, he's gonna fucking hurt you more than he helps you.
Right.
GFK, hold on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So apparently, the more you talk, the more the votes going up. First, it was a 1.5. Now it's moved to a 1.599999. GFK, it's going to a 2, my guy.
What are you talking about?
The votes, whether or not you're going to give up or not.
People don't think you've moved on.
I listen. He's saying it here for you, right, Sancho? He's saying it for everybody on the panel. He's done. He can if he wants to talk and he needs somewhere to go. He's got this
Didn't you
panel.
tell me on the phone that you were done, and then you hung up and called them right away and went on their panel?
I know. I said I was done with heroin like 7 different times.
No,
man.
I know.
Finally got it.
But the thing with him is, he thought he was able to get on there and have a confrontation with Josh Abrams, and he got muted and embarrassed the whole time.
Right. He got shit on.
They're not playing fair over there, my guy.
No, not at all, man. You can't say nothing about either one of them. They're gonna shit on you, and then they'll make a show about you, and they'll start making more drama up about you on their next show. And
guaranteed. Douchebag Abrams is going to post a video about that shit tomorrow.
I told you not to go on, and you went on, and he embarrassed you because he didn't give you a chance to talk. Did he not?
Embarrass me? No, I'm not embarrassed. He just showed his colors that he can't. He cannot have a fucking intelligible conversation with someone with a fucking brain.
Right.
Someone who doesn't buy into all his fucking bullshit, who doesn't kiss his ass every fucking minute they get.
You gave them content, though, is what you did.
And I gave him content when I did all those interviews and hosted my own shows without him even being there. I gave him content.
Yeah.
His video, that's his like premiere video, is to help me get to 1,000 subs. I made that video. That's my video that I made. It's highlighted on his channel.
Well, I unsubbed from his channel a while ago, so he lost that number from me. I'm sure he's got a couple dupe accounts that people are signed up with.
So how long until douchebag goes to jail?
I wish him the best, man.
Tonight I was hearing he was swearing in the car with his kid in the back seat. It's like
I wish Brian the best. I should say
he's learning,
not Josh. Yeah, yep. He's turned. If you watch some of the shit he says he's using Josh's terms and shit. It's sick.
DFK, you reading this?
So I have a proposal.
If you're done with Abrams, send him a crane style pizza. What's a crane style pizza? Because I'm thinking like crane. That's like a hefty fucking pizza. I'll buy that fucker for myself. Hit me up, some email address, and
Why
I'll
don't
tell
you
you
take
how
a
to do
picture
it.
of that with your phone?
Hold on. He was there for a minute.
It's still there.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna get a picture of it.
He's holding it.
Don't call that, Jim.
I'll let you know when I got it done.
And here's the thing: even after Josh goes away or whatever, like there's going to be some other dumb dick
There's always someone else,
right? Part of Josh's community who's going to. Who'd you say it was? Cameras. Cameras will probably step in then and do whatever needs to be done.
All right, Sancho.
Just so you know, we don't pay for pizza delivery, sir.
But what is a crane pizza?
She said email her and she'll explain it to you.
It may be, correct me if I'm wrong, Sasha, and I apologize. Pizza being sent to somebody's house that they have no idea about that hasn't been paid for.
Oh, that'd be cool. Well, why would I want to just send one? Let's send like 25 of them.
Well, because then they make you use a credit card and put a down payment on it.
And that just fucks the restaurant over. It doesn't.
Yeah. And then secondly,
I got part of the address. I got part of the address, Stoneham, Mass. I got that part of it.
Easy.
Yeah. Take it easy.
I don't easy. Anyone obsessed over these fuckers. I had the same conversation with Sancho a while ago when he was going nuts on Brian's. Like, Sancho's show was great without Brian's bullshit. Why obsess over a fucking Gumby who can't?
Well, see, Sancho.
Listen, for you guys who don't know,
is great because it's got Sancho. That's the reason. It's no more, no less than that. Sancho's
exactly.
show
That was
is
my
good
point.
because it's got Sancho.
That was my point with Sancho. Was his show was very good, and not to obsess over Brian's bullshit. Who gives a shit about those guys? Why let them suck you back in?
And see, I'm a firm believer that great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss thoughts, small minds discuss people.
then why the fuck are you trying to talk to them?
Right. I mean, I've never talked to you before, DFK, but I heard a couple of shows you were on after your mom passed away, and all those fuckers did was shit on you. And this is like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
The night before the funeral was a week ago. He got yelled at and shit on in band.
And you're bringing back these fucktards.
My mother passed on June 15th.
They did they did a moment of silence for him, and an hour later they booted him and told him to shut the fuck up.
Right, and you're running back to like a fanboy. If
That's-
anyone disrespected my mother,
thank you.
I would I'd be done with you. I don't care who the fuck you are.
Yeah, that's
I don't care
it.
Who the fuck you think you are? You're acting like a fanboy, going back to these guys saying, "Oh, please take me back, sir. Please may I have another."
And they're thinking that I'm sending you, and they're creating, talking about me. I'm now being accused by Rusty Bedspring, who's a cum stain, fuck stain, that I'm allegedly harassing this one hot girl who has Down syndrome, apparently, or a slow adult. I don't know who the fuck that person is. Like, I literally sent people screenshots of me, like, showing El Sancho, like I was recording it while this person was typing, proving that it wasn't me. And it's like, prove that it is me, because I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But that's like the new accusation train. It's, oh, you called CFW a bitch when I never did that. Oh, you're making fun of a slow adult, which I didn't do. Oh, you're a child molester, which I'm not. It's always something. So I got to continually expose these motherfuckers for what they are and shine a light on those turds.
Well, it's like the biggest fallout Josh and I had was with that hot blonde that he was supposed to bring on Brian's panel, and she sounded like a fucking idiot. Yeah, she is book smart. She's got a master's in some shit. But listen to her talk. Oh my gosh, she's a fucking idiot.
You just listen. You just said the biggest problem that you have with Josh is somebody he brought on a show. You don't have a problem that Josh has scammed his viewers out of thousands of dollars. You don't have a problem that Josh attempted to rape one of his girlfriends. You don't have a problem that Josh is the biggest scumbag on earth. But you have a problem. Wait.
I don't want to get into all that. Sorry, my bad for misstating where I was coming from.
Okay.
No, but even hold on 1 second. Even worse shit, you don't have a problem with someone disrespecting your mother after she passed away.
That was my last one. I was going to say, and the icing on the cake is somebody disrespecting you, somebody who you think is a friend or somebody who you think is somebody you can talk to. That's like a smack across the face, bro. Like,
right, let's say you can overlook everything else he's done. Fuck it. Josh is a saint. He's the best guy in the world. He disrespected your mother after she died, disrespected you. Why would you want to be friends with anyone like that?
I mean, there's a point of no forgiveness is what we're trying to tell you.
You're associating yourself by going on with him on the panel. You're associating. And I don't know if he disrespected his mother. I know he disrespected him right after his mother died. I don't think he said anything bad about his mother.
Right.
We treated him like shit.
We treated him, yeah, same. I mean, I look at it the same light. It's disrespectful either way.
Right.
But you're right.
You keep
going back on the show.
You keep
like I was saying, I did not go back there for Josh. I went back there for Brian. That's it. I kind of like Brian. I think Brian is being played for a fucking dupe. He's being played for a fucking idiot.
And that's why I
used by Josh.
Right. That's why
the only reason I went back there. I did not go back there for Josh.
And I just shared with you my story with Brian of how I went through it three times with Josh coming back. So it never ends. So what we're saying to you, Sancho, as well, is it's not going to end. So you have to let Brian go as well now. You have to let him be a grown-up and realize the shithole he got himself in with this dude he's associating himself with. Because if he gets big, if at some point he does get big, and people start looking back and going, yo, why were you associating with this dude who's serving time for robbery right now, who did all this other crazy shit? And he was your number one fan, and didn't you grow your audience around this guy? And, so he's making his own decisions. He's a grown up. Let him make his decisions.
DFK, did you ever see the video that Brian did with Josh and No Name?
I'm not sure if I've seen it.
They did a video 5, 6, 7 months
I've been watching all Sancho's past videos because I felt bad.
Yeah, this is an old video, probably 7 months ago, that he did with them, and he's no different than those fucking idiots. He's a fucking idiot just like them. He's his own man. I mean, why be a fanboy for someone who makes those decisions?
Yeah,
and disrespects you and doesn't give a shit about you.
Yeah. And Sancho, when you go back and watch the videos, I watch it from front to back, so you get that full analytic. You get that 100% thumbs up analytic, brother.
Oh my God, you got to look at Brian's a big boy. Many have tried to warn him. I agree. I had his ear. He told me multiple times that he wanted to be done with Josh, and he couldn't take the negativity towards people who hated Josh.
Yep.
And he never did it. He's a grown-ass man. He's got to be responsible, and I agree. Fuck him.
He's had 3 grown men tell him about it and a 1 grown woman tell him about it.
A lot more than that. A lot more than that.
Right. Okay.
I had personal discussions with him about it, and we came up with a plan to give him Monday night only. We said, listen, if we give him Monday night only, he'll stay away for the 6 other days of the week. And that was the plan we came up with. I had my show where I had News Now Houston on, and I said, listen, I'm going to get a lot of hate from that already because News Now Houston is. I don't want anything to do with Josh. And then right after the interview, Brian brings him up 4 or 5 times, and I'm like, he's never going to listen to anything coming about Josh because all he gives a shit about is the 46,000. He would have him still on the show if he didn't have 46,000. He has like Crusader, like Newman, who don't even have a YouTube channel. But he wouldn't have them be an administrator on his page, and they wouldn't have that much access because he gave me all that access because he knows that I had the potential of doing it, and to prevent me from making my own channel, he made me the administrator of that channel, literally of his YouTube channel.
Sancho, you want to administrate my channel?
No. Sorry. I got my hands full with my channel, my guy.
I was joking. I didn't even, if you heard what I said, I didn't even say like a channel in there. I just made a noise. That was the point I was trying to make was that's what you were doing. You had your channel, you were doing all this other stuff, and you're making great content, dude. Keep going.
I interviewed a porn star who fucked 101 women.
Hey,
maybe love is right.
I wanted to ask you, what kind of computer do you have?
I have a Mac.
Oh, you have a Mac? Okay. I didn't know if you had a PC that was upgradable. I was gonna. I have a chip that's a pretty good chip.
Yeah, it's an old Mac that eventually I got to replace. I mean, look at the camera. The camera is not even working. That's how bad my computer is. Jeez.
I mean, I have a graphics card. I have RAM. I have the motherboard. I have the chip. I have a power supply. The only thing I don't have are the drives for it. It's my old PC that I upgraded to the new one. You know what I mean? Like, so I have those, and it's still like, it's an i7 7700. That's still a good CPU. It's going, it's going for a couple hundred, but whatever. And it's a graphics card's a 1050, I think. All right, let me think about this.
What else is on everyone else's mind? Anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap up? We've been doing 2 hours.
Chat. This is going to be one of those where interact with chat a lot too. Chat got to throw questions up and stuff.
Baby Love is right. I think everybody's watching Josh just to see what's going to happen next, when he's actually going to get his ass locked up.
My last conversation on the panel with Brian and him was he's a walking, talking fucking train wreck, and everyone wants to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Absolutely.
And I did karaoke with him 2 nights before that.
Hey, I thought about like if he ever came in down like my area and did an audit, I would go smack him across his mouth while he was alive.
There are still people out there who think that I am best friends with Josh Abrams. So Liberty Bird's a prime example. I like Liberty Bird. Liberty Bird was supposed to box Josh Abrams. Josh is hiding from Liberty Bird.
Yeah, he won't fight me either.
Josh will hide from everybody. So if there's not a cop right there, Josh will fucking hide.
I told
Josh is a fucking internet tough guy, point blank.
So I went on like Liberty Bird's live stream today, and I said hello, and he goes, "El Sancho, you are one of the worst people on the internet." And I'm like, whoa. I reached out to this guy to just say hello. What the fuck? I kind of like the work that he does. I'm like, what the fuck? So, long story short, he emails me after that and was like, hey, I thought you were still cool with Josh. Everybody still thinks some people still think I'm cool with Josh because of the News New England thing. He was supposed to come on tonight, by the way. He was my surprise guest, but I'll definitely have him on.
Well,
so then he's a surprise no-show.
I would like to be on to talk to him as well. I mean, but if Josh is going to be there, I probably won't show up because I'm going to want to grind his ass to the ground.
Josh won't come
in.
in.
You mean Hot Camel Toe Girl wasn't your special guest?
Did you really think Josh has the balls to show up on Sancho's? Are you fucking kidding?
I hope not.
Liberty Bird was going to be the special guest.
Josh is too big of a pussy to show up on Sancho. He will not have any fucking control. He's going to get fucking bashed by everybody that is actually fucking here, and he will not be able to shut them up and drop them off.
Right.
Yeah.
He ain't got the balls to do that.
I even played the video from like a month and a half ago where Josh was trying to sue Brian for defamation and said, unless you put my 2 moderators back on your channel, you're going to have a problem. He literally demands 2 people become mods everywhere. I think it's Aussie Rue and fucking with the bed spring.
And they're probably his accounts.
I don't know that if it's the same people, but I know they're not real people, though. They're,
Yeah.
Josh, according to Josh, Aussie Rue is his wife.
Well,
supposedly.
I blocked Rusty, that cocksucking cum guzzling cunt, because right before the show, he starts hurling accusations that I'm making fun of that slow adult. And I go, can you provide proof, or you're just making shit up? And he had no proof, so I blocked him.
Fuck him.
You don't say that shit.
Yeah.
You don't accuse me of. I got so many emails about that. You don't accuse me of going after a slow adult and harassing a slow adult. You don't accuse me of being a child molester. There are things you just don't do, and those motherfucking idiots are not learning. They're not learning. They're just idiotic, and they can pull shit out of their ass, and they hope that it sticks. Whatever they'll do to hurt a channel is what they're trying to do.
Hey Sancho, so you do how do you do your nights? Like, is it certain nights or is it a schedule thing?
I'm working on getting guests scheduled ahead of time. Like, I'm working on a good lineup for the fall week.
That's what I was gonna say. If we can talk at some point, maybe in Discord somewhere or something. I'd love to come tell my story if you want to tell my story sometime, but that's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the good thing about these panels is everybody has a story, and I just give the mic off to whoever wants to talk. You know.
Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna try to stick to a schedule, but I haven't done a live panel in like a week because I did the Eric Everhart interview, and that was that was just an interview with a porn star, one of the best porn stars out there.
Yeah, no, that was great. That was great.
And
yeah, I got a quick question. How come Rusty Balls has Serio's picture for a profile?
It's Harry Balls.
Get it right.
Oh, Harry Balls, whatever. How come he's got Serio's picture?
Because I can't stand Serio.
Yeah.
See, I was going on Brian's panel the other night, and it took me getting down to a profile picture of Serio with Serio 2020 to actually get up on panel, and that became a running fucking joke thing. I support him in his fucking racism. Are you fucking kidding? I tried to get on like 17,000 fucking times, and this is what it took to get up there, and now you're criticizing me saying, oh, I'm supporting this? No, that's how long it fucking took for me to actually fucking get up there.
Listen to me. Woosa. You gotta let that shit go, my guy. You're in a judgment zone right now, and all you're doing is talking about the past. Move on, my guy. Ask Morty what the fuck's going on in Australia.
Is Morty here?
What the fuck's going on in Australia?
Morty, what the fuck is going on in Australia?
Not a lot.
Well, that was
Well,
good
that was
advice, Sancho. Now we're done with that. Now where we go?
I'm heading to bed, guys.
What would you like to know? What would you like to know?
Is it SOSDD?
What would you like to know, guys?
So,
hello.
Well, he's not.
Anybody out there?
He's a fucking narcissist. He's not asking any questions. Come on, DFK.
What?
Ask questions about in Australia.
How are the kangaroos running?
Jesus. It's all about your fucking feelings. Jesus.
Are all the fires out?
NJ.
Yeah, well, the problem is we're having a dry winter, so we may end up having more fires this coming summer.
Ask her what the food's like.
Dry winter? You're in winter?
Yeah. We're the opposite of you.
Wow, that's crazy.
See how you're learning? See, you're learning.
So what are your like average temperatures right now, roughly?
Hang on. I'll tell you what it is right now. It's
All right, take care, guys. Gotta go.
We're in Celsius, so just remember that.
Okay.
So what we are at the moment is at 3:30 in the afternoon, Sunday afternoon, 17.6.
17. Zero is 32. Each 5 equals 9. So you got 9 3 times plus a little bit. So you're probably somewhere, 32. You're somewhere around 65 degrees, I think, somewhere in that range. I can't do math that quick in my head, but I think I'm close.
62.
62.6.
Oh,
wow.
So not bad for DFK.
Wow, that's impressive.
We don't get your kind of temperatures down here, so
See what happens to DFK when you're moving on from shit? You start learning shit.
What did I learn, Sancho? How to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit? No, I already knew that.
You learned that they're in winter right now as well.
Oh yeah, that was dumbfounding. It's like it's summertime here.
Yeah, Southern Hemisphere is the opposite of the Northern Hemisphere.
And your toilet was flipped the wrong way too.
Hey, Joker, is this your first time on panel?
I believe it is.
It's a pleasure.
Hey, man,
Welcome.
it's nice to talk to you. Hey, you know what?
Joker Doc?
That Eric Everhart.
Is it Joker Doc?
Man. That was incredible.
DFK, let him talk. Say it again, Joker.
I said that Eric Everhart interview was just fire.
Yeah, he's coming back on. Where I'm working on Shane and I'm working on Eric coming back on. Those are 2 interviews that I definitely want. The Predator, the Poachers group, they always want to come on whenever. They said open door, CC Unit as well. Every interview I've done on this channel, they want to come back on, and that's a compliment that I'm doing something right. So I just got to keep improving and keep learning from mistakes and keep listening to people like you who are giving me good feedback.
Well,
Hey, Sancho,
I'm
not to be
perfect or
disrespectful,
anything, and I
Sancho.
don't claim to be an expert at anything other than taking care of my family. So
I'm a good listener, though. You
Well,
know what entertains you, though, and that's huge to listen to that.
You know what? It's from listening to late night talk radio, traveling when I was younger, coming home on leave, listening to that guy from high in the high desert or whatever he used to say. I can't remember his name, but
Now, is there a video that's a favorite so far on my channel?
The one he was in.
I think the ones where you're just tearing the shit out of old what's her nuts with the bad plastic surgeon. I think those have been quite enjoyable.
Her and Brian are best friends all of a sudden. Kind of weird, huh? I'm bringing people together.
That chick's such a mess. I mean, I'm just waiting to see her airbags go off while she's videoing. She's gonna kill somebody.
It'll improve her face
if she didn't kill herself. You know what? It would improve her face if she didn't hit the airbag.
I just don't want her to kill anybody, you know.
No, yeah, and that's what she's gonna do. And you know what? It's gonna be some poor, innocent family that she runs into. And of course, oh, I wasn't doing anything wrong. Well, she's got.
There's always going to be a way to spin it.
Yeah.
Sancho, not to be disrespectful and interrupt you or your guest,
and go back to rehab.
Not to do that, but you asked if it was his first time on panel.
My personal opinion.
He appears in one of your videos under the name that he's still got going right now, Joker Doc.
Hello.
He was in one of the videos.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Say again.
He appeared in one of your videos that you posted. As to which video it is, I can't recall.
Oh, the funeral scene Joker. You were part of the funeral scene, right?
But that name Joker Doc came up, and it had like a generic picture.
Made me laugh.
He made a comment in the funeral scene of my death.
Yeah.
Okay, but it was on one of them. So I just throwing it out there. It's like I've seen that name Joker Doc. It's like, oh, wait a minute, no, it's not. No.
Yeah, it was a death and a resurrection.
No. I mean, why is it so quiet all of a sudden? Did you shut everybody off or?
No, we're very respectful for people who are new on the panel and want to give you a few minutes to talk. And I also want Raga to talk for a few minutes as well because I haven't heard his voice enough tonight.
So out here where I live in the high desert, we have a fireworks ban. Of course, nobody here to it. So we had a about 2-hour incredible fireworks show, 180 degrees.
Where's the high desert?
I told the Queen, I said next year we get up on the roof.
Where's the high desert? Now is that in Arizona?
It's east of there. I'm in New Mexico.
All right. I just heard high desert. I was wondering where that was.
So
okay.
Sorry.
It's in Arizona.
No, it's New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Yeah.
I don't think Joker can hear DFK.
No.
Say again.
So we're gonna have fireworks in the background, NJ. Go ahead.
Yeah, Joker, if you can, try to turn the gain on your mic up. People have a hard time hearing you.
If I try to turn the gain on my microphone, I might fall out of my wheelchair. I'm just talking into my cell phone. Do I need to turn it down?
No.
No, you're good for me. You're good for me.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything else on. I turned the TV off to make sure we didn't get that weird reverb. But I think somebody stepped on me real quick when I was telling you that I was from New Mexico.
New Mexico. Yeah, I don't know if DFK. Can you hear him, DFK?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
I heard him say New Mexico. So I asked about that.
I cannot hear DFK.
Oh, you can't hear DFK. That's the problem. Let me put you backstage and bring you back up. All right. Talk DFK.
Can you hear me, Joker? Can you hear me, Joker? Joker Doc.
He may have to back out and come back in.
Yeah, you might have to back out and come back in if you want to hear DFK, which why wouldn't you want to hear DFK?
Let me try that.
Rada.
Yes, sir.
What's going on tonight, man?
Not much, just hanging out, enjoying the show.
What do you think about the show?
Entertaining, very entertaining.
I don't want to do shows and then just blab on for hours and not have content. I want to do shows that have content and that are meaningful and aren't just, let me get my watch hours up by just doing shows where I'm just staring at the screen for 2 hours. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And reading a book and falling asleep.
I think Joker was supposed to leave and come back because he can't hear DFK. That's not DFK's problem.
Okay, so
can you hear me now, Joker?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Awesome.
Oh, okay. Well, DFK solved the problem. Look at that.
Yeah, it took me a long time to go back through the fucking live chat to find the fucking link. Holy crap! Your mods are failing, Sancho. They're not keeping the link
I know.
In close proximity.
Well, let's see who's up. Johnny D, you're my mod, right?
I don't see any wrenches.
You don't see any wrenches?
I had to go back through a long way to find that link.
I gotta make some wrenches. Carry about yourself. I want to make some new wrenches because we have to have
you ought to get Brian to see if he can lend you some of his.
Well, no, do not give me a wrench because I swear to God, I want a fucking hammer. I want to be able to knock people the fuck out. I don't want to just like tighten their bolts and shit. I want to knock them out.
That's called
calm down there, boy. Calm down.
Well, here's something. If anybody wants to talk about it, if you all can look at the YouTube chat.
Okay.
BlackArrows.com. Cool. I take a 50% cut and pay, but okay. It might be a new career opportunity. Awesome.
That was an ad that the channel has.
The quote that I placed in the YouTube chat is from a thesis that a police lieutenant was writing for his master's degree while he was attending a naval weapons college. And it's interesting in that that's what their attitude is.
Was he at the Naval War College in Newport or?
I believe somewhere out west, out in the west coast.
No, in Newport, Rhode Island. That's where the Naval War College is, and that's where high-ranking officers and some senior enlisted, I think, get to go there as well. It's supposed to be a pretty crazy, really informative school.
Yeah, it was my understanding it was some sort of war college out in the west coast, but perhaps
Monterey.
Yeah, they have a big a Navy intelligence. Actually, it's a combined intelligence thing up in Monterey.
Yeah, that's probably where it was. But it's interesting that they are considering time, place, and manner restrictions. And what's even more interesting is there have been at least 3 municipalities in 3 different states that have already started doing it.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
2 of them were actually doing time, place, and manner as far as the public forums are concerned. And the third did it just basically for police lines.
It'll keep the Glenn Serios and the Abrams away.
Well, one of them was actually caused by a audit turd, if you will.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a complete defender of the Constitution. I mean, that's why I signed up when I was a kid, and spent 8 years doing it. And First Amendment, sure. You know what? But it's not something that's to be abused. I don't believe, and I don't think it's something to be thrown up in somebody's face just so you can say, well, I have the freedom of speech to say that. Because if that's true, then I could run around and say the N-word all I want because I have freedom of speech. Or I could say all lives matter all I want because I have freedom of speech. And I could stand on the corner and say, all racists are assholes because I have freedom of speech. But
oh, no, and you could absolutely 100% do that. Each one of them three things you could absolutely 100% fucking do.
Yeah, but am I going to stand in the corner and yell the N-word at everybody? No, because I'm not that kind of person.
Well, whether you choose to do it or not, it's still your right to do it, is what I'm saying.
But, it could be, that's hate speech, but,
and I'm sorry, a lot of people view the word nigger as bad. And if you look up the word nigger, it does not define a race. It does not, 100%, absolutely does not define a single race.
Can we avoid that word? Can we avoid that word?
I'm not a fan of that word at all.
Can we avoid that word?
All right.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, I don't know who was saying that, but it wasn't.
Did you hear from the animal shelter?
Not yet, and I gotta start working a bunch of overtime. I gotta get mom's funeral stuff paid for, and it's just gonna come out of my pocket. And I still got other bills I gotta pay, so I gotta start getting overtime. I'm probably gonna call work tomorrow and see if they need somebody and go in, even though I don't want to. Probably gonna have to, but yeah, the animal shelter, yes, it's top priority, Sancho. Because I guarantee once I get in there, I will make videos and I will post them. I don't know how to get in contact with you personally to post them to use specifically. But yeah, it's gonna happen.
My email's public. My email's on my YouTube channel.
I don't look at shit like that. I'm not tech savvy to find that crap. But yes, it's gonna happen. I just know I gotta start working overtime because, like I say, I gotta pay for my mom's funeral. That's all gonna come off of me.
Dude, if your old ass can get into one of these chats, you can find his email. Because I don't think you're much older than me, and I was able to find it. So come on.
Well, let's see. I'm 54. I don't know how old you are, but okay.
Well, I got you. I got you beat.
All right.
I probably have both of you beat.
NJ Diver.
It was not meant to be. It was not meant to be a wiener measuring session. Sorry, guys.
Oh, this is age, not.
Did you hear me, NJ Diver?
Not really.
Yeah,
I said nobody was disputing the fact that you're older than us.
But you got to understand, Sancho's got my number. And it's been like 4 or 5 days since he actually fucking called. I guess he don't care no more.
Oh, you're fucking apologizing to Josh fucking Abrams.
Yeah, I heard that too. You totally sucked his dick on that one.
What do you think I'm gonna do? You were pretty apologetic to Josh that night.
You were all full of piss and vinegar, and then he shut you down.
Show me a video, Sancho. I know you got it. Show it to me.
Of what? You apologizing to him?
Of me sucking Josh's dick.
I didn't say you sucked his dick. Someone else said that.
Show me that. Really fucking hairy apology.
I've already.
If you think someone's got video of you sucking somebody's dick, there's a problem.
The dick alarm. That's the dick alarm. No dick talk.
No, that's a collision alarm.
No dick talk. No dick talk. But you were
because I asked Kate and she wouldn't answer. I said, "Do you think she was sitting there just going, this guy's had sex with this many women? I wonder what he could do for me."
Are you asking who had that thought? Me?
No, not you. You asked Kate. Kate was sitting there just swimming in juices, going, "God damn!"
I was swimming in juices. Come on now.
Well, yeah, we heard that.
The dude's resume alone, and the fact that you've seen his dick, and was research done by the two of us? Yeah, it had to be. We had to know who the fuck we were talking about. I mean, dude's dick is pretty impressive.
Well, who doesn't watch a porno movie and go, or who looks at a porno movie going, gee, I hope that dick's soft the whole time.
Listen, somebody, listen. He's controversial too
And his
because
technicians know how to edit.
he's got the NJ problem. NJ had this problem too. He fucked these girls so hard they went to the hospital.
Sure.
You know, and that's a big controversy that there were a couple girls who couldn't work for a little bit because they were so sore from Eric Everhart.
Well, you play with fire, you're going to get burned.
Yeah. I mean, it gets rough, my guy. I don't know if like Morgie can handle it, that's for sure.
Well, you know, when I was a younger man, you know, road rash wasn't something you wanted, but every now and then you got it.
He's single.
Ooh.
He's got a good Rolodex right now of women that he's fucking.
Well, yeah. I mean,
well, look at Gene Simmons.
I envy that man.
Gene Simmons is a ugly bastard. How he snagged Shannon Tweed is amazing.
Over 4,000 women, Eric Everhart.
Nah, it's 700.
Who, you?
Gene Simmons.
No, Eric Everhart's over 4,000 women.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't know. I've heard the name, never associated that with anything I've seen.
I had Michael Malloy read off the name Eric Everhart today. So did D-Bad.
Was he blushing?
No, they didn't know what Eric Everhart was.
He may be angry at you now, Sancho.
You don't know the name, but you recognize the penis. Wait a minute, like, is he really mad at me?
Well, he may be. I left his panel to come on yours.
Does he know that? Does he know that?
Yeah.
Oh, why? You mentioned it?
No, your audio bled over.
Oh, he didn't notice it. He doesn't pay attention.
He did.
I invited him to come on my panel. He's never came on any of my shows. I've been on his show like every day for the past 2 fucking weeks, and he can't come on my show. I did a birthday tribute to him and went up against the Beatles and won, and he didn't come on my show.
He had was it Ice Cold or whatever his name is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had him on, and he had me jump on for a little bit, and then your audio came up in my ear because I was, sitting there waiting for you to come on, and then when the reciting of the declaration came on, you were all wondering what the hell it was. I didn't realize I had an open mic on his panel.
He's more than welcome to come on my show for once. I'm not feeling the love. He's my guy.
I'm just busting.
He's my guy and all, but he's got to reciprocate and show the love by hopping on one of my panels.
Well, it's almost midnight here, and they're still shooting off fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
Hell,
I mean, it's almost 2 a.m. here. It's slowing down.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's not the little ones. It's like the kind you'd see out on Coney Island.
The expensive ones.
Yeah, I think these neighborhoods go in on them.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Well, it's either that or it's the stimulus money if you're getting their money's worth of stimulation.
Did you see what they were doing in New York City and a couple other major cities with the Roman candles?
No, but I saw some kids shooting each other with them today.
Exactly. They've been doing it for weeks.
Some jackass burned his own house down.
That's not unusual.
It's dangerous. Yeah. I mean, there's a football player who lost 2 fingers because of fireworks. Jason Pierre-Paul.
I've had an inch and a half go off in my hand when I was a kid. It's no fun.
Yeah, but
my inch and a half's about to go off in my hand now.
Yeah, don't pee on 2 fingers.
Oh, I got that. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else did, but I got that.
That's pure gold right there.
Oh, I got that.
Hey,
what
I'm gonna jump out.
Oh, well, I appreciate you coming on.
Hey, I appreciate you letting me.
Thanks for your time.
I thought he was 2 inches.
Well, some women like it that wide.
All right, there's the StreamYard link. I'm going to wrap up in a little bit. We're going to hit the 3-hour mark soon, so I don't want to go 5-6 hours.
You guys be cool, be safe. Don't get none on you, and have a happy weekend.
Thank you. Does anyone else have anything on your mind they want to discuss tonight?
Sleep.
Sleep for you, Rada. What about you?
Sleep also. It's almost 2 a.m. here.
How about you, Morgie? What's on your mind, Morgie? Anything else?
No, I'm cool.
What about you, Joker? Oh shit! Oh fucking Joe Biden died. Hold on a second. I know.
Yeah.
That's a firework. I didn't do that. That's not.
I'm getting tired of all those damn commercials.
All right, DFK. What's on your mind? Anything else on your mind tonight, my guy?
A lot of shit. Nothing will get started on now.
Nothing you want to get started on now, but hopefully you've had a great time tonight, right?
Oh, I love your panel, Sancho. I absolutely fucking love them.
Well, I'll be back tomorrow night. Everybody, thank you for listening to Late Night with Sancho. And I want to wish everybody a great night. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Same Sancho time, same Sancho channel.
What do you mean, good night? Good morning, man.
Good morning. Good night. Thank you, everybody on the panel. Thank you to the panel members for being